Let's do this, Foxy. We got a little NBA, NHL, college basketball. We got a bit of college basketball tonight. Of course, I'm a Kansas alum. So my Jayhawks, I got them 7-point dogs. They're down by 10 to Iowa State. Foxy is here. He just got me on Bradley. We got a whole bunch going on tonight. Foxy, we started the show a little late because that's when the NBA games really start tonight. We got a big slate here. Talk to me, my friend. Some games about to start up. You put ice cold except soccer. That shit's chanting around tonight. The only thing you get wrong is back in Iowa State. Let's go, buddy. What are we on tonight?
We got a lot of things we're on tonight. I have basically kind of looked at some things, tried to look to see where I was kind of getting screwed up, and basically rotations and game script has been kind of killing me because one team's up by 30 and the other guys doesn't play. So go through. We got 4 games real quick. So real quick, we'll talk about college basketball. I like Bradley tonight. They're an 8-point dog. The line has never moved. Bradley's a much better team than this Indiana State team. I know Indiana State's at home. Bradley should cover this pretty easily. I've got him as a double-digit favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and take that with the points. Lay the points here with Bradley at -8. That game's getting ready to tip off. Hasn't yet tipped off, but it's getting very close. All right. Then we got 4 basketball plays that are basically NBA games getting ready to kick off. We've got Hawks in Chicago. If you haven't noticed, everybody's sitting for Atlanta except basically Dyson Daniels. So you've got to take the Great Barrier Thief at over 2.5 steals.
Tell him who the Great Barrier Thief is.
The Great Barrier Thief is Dyson Daniels. He's the only guy basically starting in this game. The Bulls don't have the world's greatest point guards, especially when it comes to not turning the ball over. Unfortunately, in 2.5, which you say, 2.5 steals is big, but he's hit this in 5 of his last 6 games. He's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. He hit it last night as well. I don't think he'll have any problem pickpocketing Josh Giddey and Kobe White. Not the 2 greatest handles in the board. So I like the over 2.5 at +100. For
just real quick, you can get it at +10 at DK, or you can bet FanDuel.
Okay,
even money.
So +110. We'll put that at DK. That is not on the sheet. Just to let you know.
Should I put it in there, or this is not a sheet play?
Yeah, no, that's a sheet play.
Boom, it's in there. I put it in.
All right, good. So then we have.
Let me know what is and it isn't a sheet play. I'll just throw it on there for you, pal.
All right, and then we have Garrison Matthews. Yeah. We've been taking Garrison Matthews live. Again, this goes into the fact that no one is playing. There's really Trae Young's not playing. Jalen Johnson's not playing. DeAndre Hunter's not playing. Someone has to score, and he's a consistent scorer. So you can get him anywhere between 10.5 to 13.5. Books thought he was going to start, but this was a half-unit play. So he didn't start, so he dropped down to 10.5. I still think he hits the 13.5. So if you want to have a little bit of fun and put some plus money on some stuff, it's not a bad play to go. Then we're going to go back to an oldie but a goodie. Same guy we took last night. We're going to take Jalen Smith at over 7.5 points. I've got him at -22 on FanDuel. Again, I expect this game to get out of hand early. I do expect, though, Zach. I do expect. Why do I forget his name right now? Zach LaVine to go back on his scoring thing. We actually got 25 points last night, and he had 2 at halftime. So we actually almost had a chance to hit that. He missed the 3 at the end too. So I personal play, I took Zach LaVine over 26.5. I think he gets it going again. I am not on Josh Giddey tonight. 29.5 is a pretty big PRA. And it's not anything I'm going to play. I'm not backing Vooch either. Atlanta plays a pretty good interior D with the Kongu and Capella, who are playing. So that'll be a little bit more interesting for Vooch than the easy Pelicans. But on that, we're going to move real quick. I think the Bulls win this game too. They should, with everybody resting. I took the Bulls and Timberwolves parlay. That's playing -105.
Right now, put that in there?
No, that's just we're not going to put that as true. Yep. Then we're going to move to Memphis, the Spurs. There's a show play that's already in the chat. We'll not talk about that, so we'll just pass on that. we're going to basically look at what do I take in this game? Nothing. We'll move past it. That was it. So,
Good.
personally, I've taken some things. Let me see if there's anything that I was.
You should just start throwing all your personal plays in there. Come on, man. No, I don't want to pressure you or anything.
So we're going to take Desmond Bain over 28.5 PRA.
Okay, that is not in the chat.
Correct.
All right, Des Bain.
Over 28.5 PRA.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll go look for the best number on that one.
Yeah, he's hit this in 4 of his last 5 games. I really like Memphis tonight. So moving on, we got Charlotte in the chat. Oh, no, that's the other game.
Real quick, let me give everyone the best number. That's at FanDuel at -13. Des Bain PRA over 28.5.
Yep. All right, so we got 2 minutes to go. I got Paolo Banchero over 7.5 rebounds. Paolo has hit his rebounding number every game he's been back. Yes, he's going to go versus Giannis, but they get enough misses. I like Paolo. You're getting plus money on this, plus 116. I got a FanDuel for over 7.5 rebounds. So that is what I'm riding with tonight. On that, moving over. Pelicans and Mavericks. Again, this basically goes to the interior. Pelicans suck in the inside. They average more inside baskets given to any other team in the league. We're going to ride our boy Gafford tonight at 13.5 to be able to get over. I've also taken PJ Washington's rebounds over 7.5.
Personal play?
I'm trying to remember what I put on it. So I think I took that as I put that as a personal play.
Okay. What's the play again? PJ Washington?
Daniel Gafford over 13.5. It's already in the chat.
No, I just wanted the PJ Washington. What was that?
PJ Washington over 7.5 rebounds.
Okay, cool.
Yep. He's hit that in there. The Pelicans, we were still waiting on the decision that whether Murray was going to play. Looks like he is going to go. So I'm just going to ride that from there. There was a great straight Irving. Most people thought was going to go. He's not going to go in this game. So a lot of guys' points and props got kind of bumped up right away since he's not going to go. In the games that Irving doesn't go, PJ Washington generally hits his PRA. What is the PRA that's out there?
Are you given the PRA? Because the rebounds is a personal play. If you want PRA, I can get you the number there. What's on PJ. 26.5 at -25 at MGM is the best number you're going to get.
All right, I'll take the 26.5.
Official play?
Yep.
Okay. Good. Throwing that in there now. PJ Washington.
Right. Washington. Then what other game? Yeah, we hit all the 4 8 o'clock games. So there's a couple games we're also on live. We're on this. Obviously, we've got some things on the Celtics game. We've got Josh Hart for a double. He's got 5 and 4 close to halftime. We've got Campaign over 7.5. He's got 6, so that's looking nice. So we should be able to get that through. Got nothing on Philly. We've got Zinger over 7.5 rebounds. He's got 2, so that looks good there.
I want to talk to you about Jokic tonight. How's the matchup for a triple double? I mean, last night he got it in 3 quarters because of the blowout there. What do you think about a triple double for the Joker this evening?
I like it. I like it a lot. Sengun is not a very good defensive center. He gives up a ton of points to the guys, basically who he covers. The other thing, you can also kind of hedge this because the one where he tends to be the most questionable is the assist.
Okay.
You're getting assist number 8.5. You could take the assist at 8.5 and take the triple as well.
Okay.
So worst comes to worst, you're probably going to push more than likely. And you're getting triple double I see out there is 135.
Okay. So what would we bet? And we're not going to make it official yet. Let's talk about it closer. But what would we bet on Jokic then? We just go with the triple double, or we'd go with what?
I went with the assist and the triple double.
The assist and the triple double.
I dropped two units, thinking at worst I'm going to go 1 and 1.
So we're going to make that an official play.
Yep.
When is that game going off? By the way,
9 o'clock.
Oh, so we got a little bit of time. I'm not going to worry about that now then. I'm trying to get this PJ Washington bet in, and that game is underway now. But
I do agree with that. But the last time I saw from David Roddy, I saw like a 16-17, and that's a pretty big number for him. Yes, the volume's probably going to be there where he's got a good chance to be able to hit that. So I don't mind David Roddy if someone wants to take a shot at David Roddy. But if you actually look at his points, what he scored per game, he hasn't been anywhere near this. And there is a little bit of question mark in that game of how they're going to play with rotations. They already basically adjusted rotations. You get Keaton Wallace to start, the rookie out of UTSA, who is basically, this will be about his 12th game of the year. He used to come off the bench times, but he's never seen more than 16 minutes in the game. So they're all right. They get it. All right. So the Thief has got one steal already.
good.
Daniels has already pickpocketed him once. Maxey over 17.5 points. That game's been going on. I mean, Maxey's got 6 points right now at half. Okay, it's 17.5. I mean, they're down 13, or at least within distance.
Joker's out tonight?
I have not seen that yet.
Me neither, but let's see here. I mean, let me go look it up before we do anything.
I see Joker in.
Out. He's out tonight. That just came out, like literally 15 seconds ago. So Joker's out and Gordon's out. We got to talk about that then, because Joker's out and Gordon's out. Thank you very much.
Take Westbrook's rebounds now.
Now, if they don't shut him down?
I was already going to take 5.5, so find a place that's offering 5.5 and take
ASAP. Get there ASAP. Westbrook rebounds. I'm just trying to find the damn game here. There's so many games tonight.
They're pulling it.
They pulled it already everywhere? Yeah, the game.
Yeah, I've already taken it, but yeah.
The game is completely pulled. Yeah, everything's dead. So we can't even put that on there. We can't even put it on there because the game's off the board because of the Joker. Who told us that, by the way? Fathead? Nice job, Fathead. Literally 15 seconds as we're talking about him. That's what happened.
They looked like they weren't caring for this game. They looked like they were playing everybody last night, and they were just going to they just took the entire game off him.
Yeah, everywhere it's gone.
Yep.
The only place that's low is Bet Rivers sometimes. I don't know if we can get it, though. So we could talk about that as we get closer. I missed the PJ Washington, so I think that might already be dead. That's a little frustrating because after I typed it in, I got there. The game had just tipped off, and he was already at 31.5 PRA. And we had him at what, 27.5?
26.
26.5. So
yep,
that's fine. It happens. It's 12-10 already. Pelicans on top. My Jayhawks have cut it to 5. Please, Kansas.
College basketball one, so I can see if I can give them now.
I am going to be sweating this game. I love my Jayhawks, and I got money on them. So
Salukis are up to the best game of the season. They're up 39-25.
Who's that?
The Salukis.
Ooh. Yeah, I can't find a PJ Washington anywhere. Son of a buck. So the Nuggets game is back up on FanDuel. Okay, let me go look at this for you.
Let's go look at these lines because they're definitely going to be.
Oh, you know what it is though? It's just the Rockets. They didn't put any.
No, Westbrook. I see Westbrook. And
where?
I see
on FanDuel.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now.
What are you?
I don't see anybody for double-double or triple-double or any of that stuff. But
all right, hey, I just refreshed and they just threw it up there. Okay, so what do we want to do with his rebounds? Would they throw him at 8.5?
It looks like they put him up and then
5.5.
5.5. I would be all over Westbrook's rebounds.
I am. I'm going to go put 2 units on it. 2 units on Russell Westbrook. 5.5. I'd never put 2 units on stuff except Lamar Jackson in this one. Then all right, let me throw that out there. So we got Russell Wilson. No, Russell Wilson. Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Over 5.5 rebounds. minus 105. Why didn't they adjust that?
They're not happy with somebody because somebody put things up and then they took them right off.
Okay. So we got that in. Hopefully they won't take it away. They shouldn't take it away from us, by the way.
It's not. No, they won't take it away once it's been bet, but they won't give you. It's not coming back at 5.5. Because I mean, if 5.5, I would basically just smash that. All right, so a double for Russell Westbrook is plus 360. I'm going to take that for a half unit. And
Westbrook triple double?
No, just a double.
Just a Westbrook double. I'll throw that in there too.
Yeah, but I've got to be able to take it. As soon as I clicked it, it won't let me take it. It will let me take a Michael Porter double at plus 900. Nope, now that's gone. All right, we're just going to start the FanDuel app.
So Russ Westbrook double.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Let me see if I can find it. So you can't see any of it, right? Russell Westbrook.
No, I'm restarting the app. So
this is like frantic tonight. It's crazy. Well, it usually is, but tonight, now that there's 1.5 million different things going on with these games, when there's so many games, woo, it's crazy. All right, I'm gonna go shop around for a Westbrook double. Maybe they screwed up.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to come back at that number. They've pulled them. They added them and then they pulled them. They added them and pulled them. I mean,
I hope you got in on the Westbrook rebounds because they really blew that.
I got the rebounds early, so I was already on that.
Yeah.
Hardy hasn't been shooting that well the last after basically the last game that we took that he didn't hit. I mean, that's the big question. But he does generally do well. Would I be on Hardy if I could? I would be on try to give him that 10 points. So there is the PJ Washington out there. So PJ's got 6 points already to start the game. Trying to look to see if there's anything out here. Gafford's got 6 already. His number's now 17.5. I hope you got on that. So let's look at what's going on in some of these games. Someone gave me like they wanted Maxey at 17.5. I was going to look at that because that game's at halftime. I can't believe we had the Knicks and the Sixers actually on TV as part of our game. Like they couldn't flex this. I see 18.5. I'm not a big fan of 18.5. If you were going to bet the 17.5, sometimes the better bet is on FanDuel live player prop, quarter props, and just take Maxey to score 8 points or 6 points or sometimes pop up because the only way he's scoring the 12, he's going to have to get 6 at least in one game. And more likely it's going to be if he doesn't score in the third quarter, it's not happening because the fourth quarter he's probably put it. Why is the Memphis line minus 2.5? San Antonio has been a very good team. I like Memphis. You're basically playing a Spurs team that actually obliterated the Lakers last game after basically trailing most of the game. But they basically shut them down to 13 points in the fourth quarter. They looked at it play. They beat the Nuggets a couple times. I mean, they're basically a team that's 19-18, I think 19-19, 500. But they've been playing much better basketball of late. So I expect this to be a really, really close game down all the way to the end. So 2.5 doesn't seem real suspect to me. Why Memphis is favored? Memphis has got everybody back, except for Marcus Smart, but I'm not sure he's that big of a piece. Desmond Bain's been playing well. Ja's been playing well. You got JJ. Edie's starting to figure it out. Yep. All right, so Westbrook 6.5. Yeah, I'd take 6.5.
But 5.5 at DK. All right, FanDuel, but they locked it.
Yeah, I've got nothing anymore on any of the.
All right, I'm going right now to ESPN because LH Grant said he found something over there.
Yes, he's got 6.5. Yeah, he's got a double.
They got 6.5 also. I'm trying to get this double. I just don't see anywhere that is offered.
it was laying there at plus 380, and when they put it back at plus 380 for a second, and then I'm sure somebody
175. Is that even worth it?
Personally, no.
All right, I'm not gonna do it.
I mean, it's got a high probability of hitting, but at 175, yeah, I would just rather just take the categories.
Like what? Okay. So
take the rebounds, take the points, and be done with it.
I'll take the points too.
Yeah, I took 14 and a half. I took 13 and a half earlier. So one more
Westbrook, he's 14 and a half at Bet Rivers, shut down everywhere else, and 17 and a half at MGM. I actually like 14 and a half for him because I think he's going to have to be the man tonight.
Well, he's going to have to be the man, and he's a guy who has no problem whatever the score is trying to score. So MGM doesn't even have anything. You got to remember when he was the man in some of those other games, he was scoring in the 20s. So I wouldn't bet 17 and a half until I kind of saw how his stroke was. The other night, his stroke was terrible.
It's down everywhere.
3 of 9, and he still got the 9 points in the third quarter. I thought if he would have came back in the fourth, we probably would have cashed his points. PRA would have been close.
You know what? We're a live betting show. We can always bet it. We can bet it in the middle of the game.
The problem is he's a go. So, yeah
right off the bat.
We got about 10, 15 minutes here. About 8:45, we can come back to it. But we are a live betting show, and we can see what else is out there.
Well, I'm still waiting to hit the PJ Washington PRA. I wonder if that's dead at this point because I just didn't get in on it on time. But I think you had like 31 and a half?
26 and a half.
26. Oh, because it was 31 and a half. Okay. Wow, they're not even offering him right now.
Well, PRA is tough to find. Normally, you have to go DraftKings or ESPN to get PRA.
Yeah, I'm on DraftKings, and they're not giving. So I'm
just going to call it. I like that, Milo. I'm going to say Westbrook. I'll put that on my sheet. Again, I've got a number, but I'll bet that as soon as I can. Plus 108, over 6.5 rebounds.
Okay. So Westbrook, what bet was that?
Westbrook rebounds over 6.5.
I put 5.5 on FanDuel a minute ago. So
okay, well, you put that down. I'm good with that too. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's a better number.
I think he's gonna. Well, yes. One's plus money though, so I have no problem going down with either one of those. Yeah, I mean, I really wish this Memphis games. I might have to go to NBA, start my app, and be able to watch this.
Oh boy, there's a lot going on here, and I'm just hey, good evening. By the way, we just came on full steam ahead tonight. Okay, how is everybody doing? Fathead's talking about Jamal Murray. For any reason, why is this Memphis line minus 2.5? Did you already discuss that? I don't know because I've just been throwing stuff in there.
Yeah, we already talked about that a little bit. The one thing I will tell you is I did give you some good news today. You are never going to have to bet ISO Iguodala for the rest of the year.
Is he out for the year?
No. They made a trade with Charlotte and acquired Nick Richards. So he was in that.
You put it together. Okay. I hear you, pal. I hear you.
Nick Richards basically torched the Suns in back-to-back games. And then lo and behold, the next day they traded for him. Realizing that Plumlee cannot be the starting center. It might still be Iguodala in the back, but I don't think it will be as much, especially when he goes 1 for 4 last night, which is what killed us. We still had the volume to cash a 5.5 bet, but 1 for 4, 2 free throws, and other than that, really wasn't that much seen, as much as I thought it was going to be. So it was worth a shot. We definitely had a chance for it, but they quickly realized that they need a better center if they're going to advance past that. So,
all right. So let me tell you something here. Westbrook's point 17.5. No,
I'm not going to put it as a show play. Would I take it personally? Probably if I didn't take the 13.5 or 14.5, but I'd also look at some other guys too. I mean, do we have stuff up at FanDuel now where I can look?
We do. Whatever you want, let me know. But like, a triple-double. Yeah, they're not even offering a triple-double for Westbrook. They've got his assists.
So, yeah, it's not just Westbrook as I'm looking at. So, looking at the 2 games before when Joker was out. Because Jordan right now is the expected center. But if you remember, we thought the expected center was going to be Jordan last week, and we saw Dario Saric. So now I would expect them to put a big center because Saric versus Sengun would be like an absolute nightmare. So that would not be anything that I would want to take. I'm going to take Peyton Watson over 4.5 rebounds.
Ooh, let me see if I can find the best number on that one. If they open it, where'd you get the rebounds at?
FanDuel.
That's my boy. You said I wasn't going to like it yesterday. Oh my God, it's minus 134 now.
I got a minus 114,
and they just moved it to minus 114. What am I going to tell you? All right, Peyton Watson over 4.5 rebounds.
I expect him to see the floor a lot. The Rockets are a very, very good team. I mean, Jamal Murray is playing, which I shocked because they basically ran him till he couldn't move last night. So that's kind of surprising. I think there's movement on the Rockets, though. Somebody's going to be out here for the Rockets.
Didn't we get Watson at 3.5 rebounds last night?
We did.
But
they're asking to get one more rebound. He's going to see more time on the floor. I don't have any issue with that.
Dude, by the way, Kansas turned the ball over 13 times. 13 times tonight. And they're still in this basketball game.
Iowa State's very, very good at home.
Well, I know. You want to know what's crazy is I covered both of these teams. I was the voice of the Jayhawks for our college student radio station, and then I covered them for another couple of years when I did radio there. And then I was in Des Moines, Iowa for a year and a half, third longest year and a half of my life. And I covered Iowa State. And I will say this, everybody talks about Kansas being the loudest place in the world, and it really is. Hilton Coliseum's very close. That place shakes too. Nobody talks about Iowa State and because they don't sell out all the time. When that place is packed and there's a big ride like Kansas is there, that place is loud. 48-41 Iowa State over Kansas. I'm sitting on a Kansas +7. And you're sitting on Iowa State money line and a parlay?
Yep.
Okay.
I had to be nice to G.
You had to be nice. Mel, I saw Mel was in here. Mel, you got anything for us?
I like Iowa State to cover, but the thing was G like 2 seconds ago put like Kansas +4, and I was like, I don't want to be that guy that always every time he posts that I post the opposite because I kind of like the opposite. But so hey, I was being nice and I just did a parlay. So technically we both could cash.
Hey, real quick, Clunan, Westbrook at 6.5 rebounds. You said yes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I took Amen Thompson over 9.5 rebounds.
All right, let me put that in there. Amen Thompson, Rockets, over 9.5 rebounds.
Yep.
And what's the juice there? I'll actually look it up. I'll get on unabated and we'll see what we can get.
I got 10. Yep.
-10.
Yep.
Okay. Let me see what we can get Thompson at. This is an absolutely bonkers. Thompson.
I think this game's gonna be a very interesting game.
9.5.
How Denver's able to score, but that's going to be my question. But yeah, but I'm not playing a lot of difference. Nice rebound there by Hart.
How are we doing on our bets right now? The pre-flop bets you put down.
I just went through them, but I'll go through them again once.
Yeah, because I mean, I was throwing everything in there. I'm a disaster.
Yeah, I'm taking Jalen Green over 22.5 points.
Okay, Jalen Green over 22.5 points.
He's been on fire. I would personally take him every game. He's hit for the last 6 games, coming off a 42-point burger versus Memphis, 27 versus Memphis, 29, 33, and 27 versus Boston. With Jamal Murray guarding him, not going to have any issue.
Technically, the best number is -109 at Caesars. A lot of you don't have it, so I'll just put it at -10 on FanDuel. Do you have Caesars?
I actually never tried. I actually was going to there and looked. So we have Hart at a double-double. He's got 5 and 6. Third quarter's about 3 minutes in. So we're not bad at all on that. And Philly's actually giving them a little bit of a run. Nice steal there for Philly. And then what a terrible pass. And then we've got Campaign at 7.5, and he's got 6. So he'll come in here at the end of the third, and hopefully he can make one shot. We got the Zinger with 7.5 rebounds. He's got 4. And that's the only thing officially that we have in this game. I have some other things, but nothing officially. Okay. We also have Chris Boucher with 10 points, and he's got 5. If you were wondering about Chris Boucher, because guys were like, who is Chris Boucher? I was like,
Bobby Boucher.
Yes, he's out of Oregon. He's massively tall and has a massive wingspan, 6'9" player. I think he's more probably closer to 6'10", but he's got over an 8-foot wingspan. He actually has scored double digits now in 7 of the last 8 games, so 9.5 points. I thought he had a pretty good chance to get there. Yep.
Okay.
Coming off a nice game last night where he had, I think, 17 in the day before. So, been hitting the 3 very nicely, so that's kind of there. We got Dyson Daniels with 1 steal right now at the end of the first, with Atlanta actually beating the Bulls somehow with some guy called Plowden has actually played a time, and he's got 5 minutes, 5 points. Leading scorers are Keaton Wallace and Dyson Daniels for the Hawks. Zach Levine's got 4 points tonight. So Phillips has got 6 and Smith's got 3. So Smith, we got 7.5. We're fine. We're perfectly fine. Paolo Banchero, we've got with 7.5 rebounds. He's got 2 still in the first quarter. About 3 minutes left. The Bucks are winning big, though. That's the only worrisome because they're up 18. Memphis Spurs, if you're not watching, is the best game on TV. It's 25-25. Actual plays that we got Bain. Bain scored 2 points so far this quarter. We'd like to really pick that up. That's not going to do for us. And other than that, we don't have anything else. Cool. I have some personal stuff, but nothing else that you guys have.
All right, very good. Let's do the spiel here.
Yep. PJ's got 11. Hardy's going off, which is kind of nice.
Hardy's got 11 already?
No, PJ's got 11. Hardy's got 6. Hardy's a guy we were betting before. He's generally what he's an electric scorer. When he does have it, he can score a ton of baskets. He does do a lot of heat checks at times, but he could definitely score. I got nothing on FanDuel. I might have to go to MGM to see if there's anything out there on him. And nope, we'll probably have to wait till halftime. So we'll see what it's there. So we got 2 games. We got Houston, Denver. We've talked about that. Then we've got a game you're not going to like, but it's a game I like. Utah versus Charlotte. We are on Mark Williams over 9.5 rebounds. 1. He's been getting double doubles. We've been on him to get a double before. This is probably a great game to try to get a double as well. I was going to look to see what that was paying. I'm on the rebounds. Last time I saw it was only a difference of 10 difference, and I'm not going to take a double any 2 events to happen. I'll just take the rebounds at 9.5. Richards is no longer there, so he should get the bump in minutes because the other center's not there. So we'll see kind of how they play. Josh Okogie obviously comes in. He'll be interesting coming off the bench. Added. But on Utah side, the Bulls going to take a seat. So Colin Sexton will not play tonight. You're already going to have Markkanen out, Jusang out, Collins and Clarkson have been out, but they've been out past games. Walker Kessler returns. Isaiah Collier, a boy, looks like he's going to play at the 2 guard tonight because Keontae George will make a return tonight. But I don't care. I think Collier is going to play enough. I love the 9.5. This is where you can do the keg play if you want. A ladder to 15 is probably not a bad bet. He's going to have the ball in his hands a lot.
All right, give me the play then. What's the play?
The play is Collier over 9.5 points.
Collier over 9.5 points. Okay.
Mark Williams over 9.5 rebounds, which I think is already on the sheet. Collier's already on the sheet too, just to let you know.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
So both these are on there? All right. Put so many. I'm trying to catch up with you, buddy. I told you I passed out with Casey. She and I, poof. Thank God she woke me up 10 minutes before the show. But I'm here. I got all your bets in. I'm watching Kansas. We got Collier. Hold on. Let's make sure we got Collier. Yeah, you got Collier 9.5 points, Williams 9.5 rebounds. Good job.
Yeah. Personal play, I took Svi Mahalik over 10.5 points. Again, another person of who's going to score. When he does come in, he shoots tremendously. Shouldn't have any issue be able to getting to his number. On the flip side, I took LaMelo Ball over 8 rebounds. I dabbled a little bit on the 10.
Okay.
Sorry, assist. I apologize. I said rebounds, didn't I? Yep.
All right. So let's get everybody caught up on what's going on tonight. Mel, did you have a play, buddy? Maxey, go get him. Go get him, fathead. Go get you some Maxey, boy. Woo!
That'd be fun. I mean, that's what you need. Well, the only thing every time I turn around and look, Josh Hart has another rebound. That's every time I've flipped around and watched the game. He now has 10 rebounds, 6 points. We just need him to get 2 more baskets here. And that'll be our first casher in the first game.
I'm feeling. Listen, dude. I know you, and you put your ice cold on there. I'm feeling good about tonight. I really am.
I'm feeling good. I am feeling good as long as we don't get any blowout.
Those first couple home. Let's just get those first couple home. We'll get them out of the way, and then everything will be good. Okay, we got Zinger with 4 rebounds. Porzingis at just about halftime, so we're doing okay there. We're not out of the woods, but
oh no, yeah,
we're doing. What did we get him at? 8.5,
7.5,
7.5, even better. Okay,
7.5 plus money.
Don't tell me Zach LaVine is gonna eat good. He's only got 4 points tonight. What's going on with him? There's 2 straight games where he's gotten off to really slow starts.
He's only 2.5. I mean, again, Kobe White comes back. They're really kind of like spreading it around. Everybody's got a chance to take their shot. Ayadasumo comes back tonight. So, yep. Yeah, Hardy's going off tonight. If there was a book that I could actually bet him on, I would have bet him on. He definitely has been pretty slow the last couple nights. But, yeah, he's got it tonight. Again, the Pels don't play a lot of defense, which is shocking for a team that's supposed to be known for defense.
By the way, did we get the – all right, we got Bradley -8 in there. You know what Bradley's score is? 47-24 over Indiana State, 5 minutes to play in the first half. So
I've got a couple college basketball stuff tonight.
Well, that's our official play for tonight. So 47-24. Then do you have any games that are coming up?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's talk about them. Come on, college hoops plays from Foxy. We got to get on it. Let's go.
I took Pitt -2. First Florida State tonight. I think their guards are going to be able to turn over Florida State. Florida State's more of a size team, be able to work inside low. I think Pitt's going to give them all kind of issues.
They're -2.5 now. Is that okay? Is the hook okay, or should we just wait live and hope that we can get the 2?
I think it'll be fine.
So put that as the official play.
And then the other game, I know everybody and their mothers talked about. Where are you seeing that, Matt? Where are you seeing 16.5 points? That's a lot of points, but he's got 9. If he's got 9, I would definitely take it. Because again, he's going to play a lot and he will kind of play the hot hand, but I have no idea where you're seeing it at. Because I would take it
365. Because it's at that shitty book.
Yep. Yeah, 16.5 I would take. I wouldn't really go past that. He's only going to probably play 2 or 3 more minutes in the second quarter. So he's probably going to be around maybe 11, maybe 12. And if you're just going to say less than 6 to get that, then I would take that. And it's a guy who can't score, so I'm not in an issue with that at all. So, Pittsburgh versus Florida State. It's 2.5. I do like that. The other play, like I was saying, that everybody's on and everybody's talked about is you have to wonder why SMU and Virginia's total is 135 points. And why do I say that? Because these two teams already played and they went to 114 points. These are some of the two slowest teams as far as basically offense. They're not going to speed up in any way, shape, function, or form for SMU versus Virginia. I expect this to be down. And if I'm going to get 20 points when you already played before, I'm perfectly fine with that.
All right. So what's the play?
SMU under 130. I think it's 135 now. Yeah.
Okay. I'll go type it in. What was it? How much did that move?
It actually was 134 and it went to 135.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, BetMGM is 135, 134 at Rivers, and DK 133 at FanDuel. So go to BetMGM to get that one. SMU Virginia under 135.5. Okay.
Yeah, by the time MGM or DraftKings actually, there it is. I got 15.5 on MGM.
For maybe. What?
Hardy.
Oh.
But that can't be right. It's not letting me bet it, so it's probably a bad number.
It's just locked.
Half. Yep.
All right, I'm trying to get into this play.
I'm going to put a half uni play just to tell you on that. I'm not watching it, but you seem to get really excited for him scoring.
Unofficial play or official? Unofficial?
Unofficial play. Unofficial play.
All right, I won't put it down then. You're just going to tail him. SMU. Let's get SMU in here. SMU. And under 135.5 minus 10.
Yeah, the other game I already took off. Took off, so I was going to look. Yeah, there it is. Hasn't taken off. I'll ask your opinion on that because it's your neck of the woods. Illinois State and Drake. I think it's too many points.
I'm not gonna answer that. I have no opinions on Drake right now.
All right, we've gone with Drake before. Drake's 14-2.
Okay.
Coming off a great game versus Evansville. The game we saw was one of the ones that they actually. Well, we were on Bradley. They beat Bradley pretty good by 7, which was kind of a shocking there. Illinois State is an okay team at home, but they really haven't had like a tremendous season here. They're about a mid-table team, but playing at home, the way they've been playing lately, the way they're going to be able to get there, they're going to be able to beat Drake down low. It's just a question of who hits the 3 a little bit better. I think 10 points is too much.
Now, how did you cap this one so fast? Tell me.
I capped this one earlier in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
So I talk to my father all the time about Missouri conferences. We were talking about the 3.5 with
That's so cool.
And, well, it is and it isn't.
Why?
Let me put it this way. My father complained to my brother that I hadn't talked to him in forever when I just talked to him. This was on Monday when I talked to him on Saturday.
All right.
So I had to ask him today, what was your definition of forever? Like, how often are you expecting these days for me to contact you? Every day?
What did he say?
He said, yeah, that's kind of there. It's like when you're down here. Yeah, I talk to you every day. And I'm like, okay. Well,
hey, real quick, while you're talking about that, did we get Washington at 27.5 or 29.5 PRA?
26.5.
26.5, because it's 29.5 now and I can't do it. Okay, that's fine. All right, so you're talking to your dad.
Yeah, so he's just lonely because my mother doesn't offer anything from a point of conversation because she's no longer there.
Oh,
so yeah,
that's dark and morose. But at least you're talking to him about this. That's great.
Yeah, so I said it was good and sad. So Maxie got your 17.5. Good call for that. That was there. He's got 19. So I mean, they're making this a game. The Knicks so many times, because I wanted to take the Knicks here, and I was like, no one's playing for the Sixers, except really Maxey and George. But Maxey's been solid, but I didn't think that was going to be enough. And just like last game, where all the Sixers find a way to hang around with Justin Edwards having his career game last night with 25 points, has 2 tonight, by the way. They're hanging around. We're still waiting for Campaign to make a shot here. The Sixers bench, the Knicks bench has not provided any scoring at all. So we do have 11 rebounds for Hart, 8 assists, and 6 points, probably ending up with the triple-double. We could get the double-double in the other way that we were not expecting, so we're looking pretty good. All
right. So listen, here's the deal. We have just gotten on the air and just gone 197,000 miles an hour. So let me take a deep breath and say this. Welcome to the NBA, NHL, college basketball live show. Tonight, it'll be a lot more NBA and some college hoops because the NHL was, 2 games tonight? But if you have not checked us out, go to our website, nukethehouse.com. And right now, we'll give you a free week if you need a free week. The code is Nuke the Playoffs. nukethehouse.com/pricing or just nukethehouse.com, upper right-hand corner, subscribe. Any package, throw in the code Nuke the Playoffs, and you can get 1 free week. If you want to sign up for a month, $59.99. Best value in the game. You get pre-flop plays that are behind the paywall. You'll get premium shows. You get a chance to hang out in our Discord, talk to the best live bettors in the world, and some really good bettors that aren't even on our team. Our Discord is as sharp as it gets. And Foxy, you know that. I mean, we got guys in that Discord that are betting $10,000 a shot. They're winners. A lot of big bettors in our Discord, and that's because we are credible and all plays tracked. This is not any BS where we're going out there walking, boobs bouncing around saying, all right, take this, this, and this, and then we don't even track the play. All right. First of all, half of our cappers have boobs because they're big men. And second of all, they track their picks though. So you get a little of everything here. NukeTheHouse.com, Nuke the Playoffs. And we got plays down already for the playoffs this weekend. All right, I'm sweating my personal play, Kansas, and they are down by 5 with a little over 5 minutes to play at Iowa State. I got them +7. And they just can't finish, man. It's I thought this was going to be a national championship team, Fox. And I mean, I suppose it could still morph into that because we got a lot of time left this season. But usually by mid-February, you know how good this team is going to be. So we're still about a month away. But right now, they're kind of one of those second-tier teams that if they got the right draw, I think could get to the Final Four. Iowa State, on the other hand, legit shot for the national championship. I don't know if they're
a legit
shot.
A legit top 5 team that nobody even talks about at all.
Mm-hmm.
Guys are going to wake up and go, look, Iowa State's actually like a really good team. Yes, Lee, we all love boobs.
By the way, I was not talking about you, Maddie, but now that I think about it, yeah.
But the one thing I would basically sit there and say, personal play you could take right. I know a lot of guys are getting Maxey at +500. You can take Maxley and Brunson right now to each get 25 points, which is 5 points for Brunson and 6 points for Maxey, which being a close game, both of them are going to take the majority of shots for the rest of the game and probably both way go over 25. You can get that at +103 if you double them up. So if someone who wants to get on this Maxey, I know you're not going to win Fatheads +500, but it's still a way to get some money here and still cheer on Fathead here.
What's the king of the court on DK tonight, by the way? What was the king of the court?
I haven't even looked. Are they still doing King of the Court?
I swear to God, they gave me I went to go bet somebody and then they King of the Court me.
Well, King of the Court is for you always to choose whatever you want to be the King of the Court. So, yeah, it is. Okay, it is there. I see Shaq. Right there,
what do we do for King of the Court?
Well, I mean.
It's a little late, huh?
It's a little late. I mean, your guys that you have is a possibility to go with. It would be
Westbrook. Because this is for points, assists, and rebounds. First of all, before we even discuss this, let's tell the people exactly what King of the Court is.
So king of the court is you make a prop bet on anybody $5 or more, and then you select them to be your king of the court. King of the court is really simple. If that guy has the highest PRA of any player in the NBA tonight, you get a share of like $1.5 million. So for everybody who took them. So sometimes that could be $100, that could be $200. Like when it's Joker, it's like, here's your $12. But you get essentially you get a share. So you might as well should select somebody if you're at least making a $5 bet on DK on a prop. Guys that would be in contention would be Jalen Green, Westbrook. These are from the games we have left over. Obviously, Ant. There. You could take Curry, but the way Curry's playing, there's no way. As soon as I say that, he's definitely your king of the court winner. Chance to win. You have LeBron and AD, who are both questionable, but they should play. And then you have basically kind of Harden or Norman Powell to possibly choose from. I mean, it's not a murderer's row here.
Like, would anybody be sinking us right now on PRA? Like, we're so first of all, with it, can you make any bet on a player, or does it just have to be PRA?
Any bet. Any assists, rebounds, anything, long as it's a prop. Okay. And it'll come up when you have it. You have to select him as your king of the court player. Okay. See, they took it away. Maybe it's because the game's tipped off. I just got the option earlier, but maybe it'll still be in there. We'll find out. No, once you already went through, it has to be any prop, and then it'll come through up on the bottom. And
it's got to be pre-flop, though, right?
Yeah, it's got to be pre-flop. Can't be live.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it's gonna be $5 or more.
Yeah, it's got to be $5 or more. Yeah, they made it a minimum of $5 because people were. One guy took them for like $1,200 or $1,500.
Really?
Because what he did is he won it. And then all he did is took like an anytime touchdown parlay. Okay. So he took his free money, which was like $15-20 or something, if I recall. And he just took it for a massive 8-person anytime touchdown NFL parlay off his free money. Brilliant. And ended up like $1,200, $1,400. But that's the way you want to do it. Anytime you get free stuff, that's when you shoot for the moon. Yes. I love when guys like, here, I get $50 free money. Well, I'm going to take that on the Kings +5. What? No, that should be like 7 different ways to take that. So, I'm glad we're talking about this, Fox, because people, all right, let's say you can bet DraftKings. We'll give you a free roll for $25. Okay. And it's got to be a parlay, and you drop it for $25. Well, if you bet something at -10 even, and you win it, you're still losing money on that bet. So you might as well go out and try and win the money back. Don't force it. Don't force a bet. But again, these free bets here, if you lose the first one, you can hit the second one. But if you're doing it at minus money, you're still losing money on it. But you basically have 2 chances to win a bet. You might as well bet it at plus money. Just me. Yeah. I mean, you get your chance, you take your roll, and you see how it goes. I mean, it's free money. It wasn't yours anyway. So that's the way you got to look at it. So anytime you get a no sweat bet, okay, that's a little different because they're just giving you the money that you made the bet the first time. That's not this bonus money. Like sometimes Shaq and them hey, they gave you 25, 50, $100 free. All right. That bet should be how do I retire for the week? Do you know who's sharp? Milo. I use the free bets to build out my futures portfolio. I like that. Yeah. That's not bad. That's definitely a good idea. I mean, I take in-season MVPs in the WNBA and baseball and football like way late off parlay bets that sometimes to hedge on a bet that I have. It was like, okay, if I lose that, I'm going to take a surefire thing. I mean, we did that with Asia Wilson in the WNBA like 8 times. We'd be like, all right, we're taking this game +7.5 plus Asia Wilson. Are you betting any soccer right now? I bet a ton of soccer. Oh, right now? There's nothing right now. There's nothing. Not tonight. I mean, I can bet open. If I wanted to say what was actually going on right now, we have some low-level Brazilian games and Mexican women. That's the only games going on right now.
Holden and Fox, did you hear about Odds Jam betting both sides and still making a profit? I'm actually meeting with them on tomorrow. I'm meeting with them tomorrow, so I'll ask them about that because we want to do some content with them. So I got a meeting with them. That's funny.
The guys who know me know plenty of times that I will take a live bet just to be able to take the other side and then and I'll just live off the spread. I have zero issue doing that.
Is that arbitrage betting?
Yeah. So if you see a game that's going to go back and forth, like we saw Dallas. Dallas broke off to a lead. The old days, the books would have sat there and said, oh, we'll give you plus 150 on the other way. We got this line completely wrong. And then you just come back and take a 150 or 175 or there and just say, okay, worst comes to worst. I'm getting a half unit or I'm getting 3/4 unit. I don't care about what else goes on in the rest of the game. Move on to the next game. Now, you're not going to break the bank that way, but there's a plenty of way where you can make a profit and just continue making a profit. As long as you're in the black, who cares?
Mel's telling me to take the Oilers live. I just did it minus 113. I don't know if that number's good, but yeah. There you go. I just took the Oilers live. Thank you. Because they're down 1-0. They must have been heavy favorites going in there.
Minnesota's a very good team. You got two teams with almost basically identical records. You do have basically Pickard in goal, which is the worst of the Edmonton goaltenders. That'd be the kind of the one thing that I'd be worried about. Talk about a guy with under a 90 save percentage. But again, Edmonton has got a ton of offense, but don't think that Edmonton is so much better than the Wild. The Wild are a very, very good team this year. You have Matt Boldy. You have obviously Kaprizov, who I actually don't think is playing tonight. But it's a very, very good overall, well-rounded team that can match essentially what Edmonton's are. Not the same offense, but they play a lot better defense.
Hey, Fox, Kawhi is starting tonight with Powell, Jones Jr., Harden, and Zubac. So Kawhi's in there tonight. He'll be out tomorrow.
Kawhi's only playing 21 minutes a game.
That's it. That's all we got for Kawhi. So we got our bets in already. The 9 o'clock games are starting up. Charlotte, Utah, Houston, Denver. If you want to know, you know what? There's a lot of subscribers in here anyways, but can you recap the Charlotte, Utah bets? And let's start with Houston, Denver, because I know that we have Westbrook official play there over 5.5 rebounds. We got Amen Thompson over 9.5 rebounds and Jalen Green over 22.5 points. What do we have in the other game?
We have Isaiah Collier over 9.5 points, and we have Mark Williams over 9.5 rebounds.
All right.
And we've got LaMelo at 8 assists.
So over PJ Washington got the rebounds. Good job.
All right, cool.
I did not get in on that. I just got too late for Washington, man. Shit. And we didn't have that. We didn't have the rebounds as official play, did we? No.
No, we did. Well, we had the no, we said I took it. We took the hero.
That was a personal play for you. Yeah, minus 138. So but that's good. That's good that we hit that. I forgot that I had tailed you on that, even though it was a personal play. I didn't like it because it was minus 138, but we hit it. So screw it. That's not an official play, though. We will not put that on the board yet. Where are we on Hart, buddy? How are we doing there with 9.5 to play?
I have to look. I'm trying to make a bet. Sorry.
Oh, you're looking at bets. Take care of your bets. That's fine. Absolutely fine.
So then we talked about Utah, Charlotte. Did you ever put the ball one in the chat? I didn't see it in the chat.
I never got a ball play from you.
Ball was over 7.5 at minus 135. Assist.
Okay, so ball assists over what?
Yep. 7.5.
Minus 110, FanDuel?
Yeah.
LaMelo, right? Yes.
Yep.
LaMelo. His brother's a rapper now.
What, the Leangelo or whatever that?
Now he's a rapper. He changed his career. Good job. Let me find that. ball.
I'm sure the other brothers are somehow paying him. Not sure why. I'm sure they are.
Over 7.5 assists, right?
Correct.
Okay.
All right. So then we go to the Utah game. The Utah game, we talked about Mark Williams. We talked about Isaiah Collier. I'm actually laddering Collier up to 15. I'm trying to see.
Hey, you're going to have to throw this one in. I'm trying to find the ball play because that is minus 140 now.
Yeah. So Collier's at plus 390 for 15. So I've gone ahead and taken Collier.
All right. Make sure you put that in the chat because I'm trying to find a better number for everybody. It's 8.5 now. Would you take that or no? I'm not going to bet a minus 140, even if he hits it.
I think he gets a double.
You think he gets 10?
I mean, I think Utah's going to give up points here.
Okay.
This game's going to be a very fast pace, up and down, high scoring points mark. I think a lot of people get doubles in this game. Yeah.
So double would probably be the better play if you don't want to get the assists.
Correct. If it's up to 8.5 at that point, you might as well just be looking at that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh boy, Kansas getting smoked. Down 13. It's a sad, sad night. They're not even going to cover for me. Son of a bitch.
For some people, it's a sad night. For other people,
for me, it's a sad night. But you know what? We're off to a good night here betting. So I'm happy about that. What was the Collier play you had?
So I took the 9.5, and then I took a quarter unit at 10.5, 11.5, 12.5, 13.5.
All right, 9. So what should I put in here? Isaiah Collier, by the way, is a guard with the Jazz.
Just say ladder to 15.
Okay, so points for Isaiah Collier. The best would be FanDuel at 9.5.
Well, 9.5 Collier's already in.
Oh, we already had that today.
Yes.
Okay. We're already on that pre-flop. All right, Utah and Charlotte is the game there. So we got to go all points.
Yeah.
Where do you get like 11, 12, 13 and stuff? Because at FanDuel,
you go to player points, and then at the very bottom, it has the players, and it says alt points.
Alt points, just like the NFL. Okay, good. So Collier, are they even offering him anymore? Yes.
They are. They are offering him.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you went 10, 11. You laddered him to what?
15.
Okay. Ladder him to 15.
Quarter unit apiece. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're putting our faith in Isaiah Collier tonight.
Why not?
Yeah.
What else we got going on in life?
So Hart's got 6, 14, and 9 right now. So again, we're gonna probably get this double, not the way we expected to get the double, but we're okay. Campaign though has not come back in the game though. Don't know why. There's 8 minutes to go. We only played 7 minutes tonight. Did he get hurt? Did he get hurt, or they're just Tom Thibodeau's being an ass and just playing all the starters 900 minutes? Because Brunson's played 32 minutes, Hart's played 36 minutes, which is almost a little less than every single minute of the game. OJ Anunoby's played 34. So let's see, there's been 40 minutes of the game played. We might be actually lose campaign after getting 6 points in the first quarter because he never came back in after the end of the second.
Jeez, that's a bad one.
Well, yeah, that's just.
How are we doing with our boy Boucher?
Boucher's got 5 points right now. He's getting ready. He'll get a second stint here in about a minute or two.
All right. We do have the Bradley basketball bet that our guy gave us before. I'm not even going to look at it again because, well, I don't even remember what the line was, but they're up by 33 at halftime. So I think we're doing pretty well here. I'm going to turn the Kansas game off. That's an L for me on a personal play. Kind of sucks. Usually I'm great at betting Kansas basketball. What is that for? Are you putting that for Iowa State?
All right. right, Josh Hart gets his double-double the
Never
hard
mind. I
way.
take it back. I thought you were doing that for Iowa State, so I was flipping you off the whole time. But you were doing it for Josh Hart double-double. Plus money bet.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's
plus
go,
money.
Foxy, you're back, baby. Get that cold bullshit out of here. Leave it up there, though, if you're
if they all hit cold, we'll all be cold tomorrow.
There we go. We put it on the board. It's on the board, bro.
Yeah, that's what we need. Yeah. All right, so that's good. We get Josh Hart.
Where are we right now? Where are we right now? We got Harts. We won the Hart double-double. What have we won and what have we lost to this point?
Campaign's the one that we've potentially lost because he has not gotten back on the floor. So we'll see what happens here.
Maddie, great point. Great point. Put Maddie's stuff up there on
at least play with the Foxes. I'll have to go get that. I can get that, but I'm sure we'll get copyrighted.
That's very opinionated when it comes to things, and the music is not making him happy. Fathead's just hitting Hardy left and right. Go, Fathead. Go win yourself some money, pal. I'm rooting.
Good job. I like I said, I tailed you on the 17.5. Again, there's not much guys left on the floor that can score, so I'm not surprised. Memphis is getting their ass kicked. That's what sucks. The Spurs are figuring out how to play defense, and they are locking people down. Baines only got 5 points, only got 1 rebound. That's kind of consistent with what you see. JJ's got the same. John Morant's got 10, 3, and 8. He's actually having a nice game. Devin Vassell out of Florida State has got 12 and 3. Kevin Johnson has got 12 and 3.
You know what's crazy?
Out of North Carolina.
We still got 3 more games to get ready for coming up. We got a 9:30, a 10, and a 10:30.
Yeah, PJ's got 21 in the PRA, so that's looking good. We actually get to do this.
What do we hit?
We hit Gafford. Gafford cashed in the first half.
You know, Mel, it's an interesting question. Am I going to be on tomorrow? Yeah, but I haven't heard back from Zargo. So I have no one to do the show with. So basically, I'd just be sitting here doing nothing. So I got to figure out what's going on. I have contacted a lot of people. Most people have said they don't want to do anything, which kind of sucks. And I got to find Zargo. So we'll see. I mean, if I got to do a 30-minute show by myself, just talking about the playoffs, I'll do it. But hopefully Zargo will get back to me and we'll do some NHL tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll jump on the 24.5. We already hit once. We'll hit it again.
All right, what are we hitting now?
We're going to hit Jaden Hardy at 24.5 live.
Official play?
Yep.
Jaden Hardy over 24.5 points.
He has 19. Yep.
Let me get that play out there. He's with the Mavericks, by the way, if you guys
he'll get even more time. Yeah, that's there. I mean, it's basically Hardy and Gafford with PJ. Everybody else is just kind of passing him the ball.
God, I don't want to lose this bet since he's already gone up so much. Where did you find it? I can't even find it.
MGM.
It's just MGM.
Yes.
Okay.
It's the only place I see him. Yep.
All right, we're in with you, Fathead.
All right, we're in with you, Fathead.
I just got to find the
If I could get a 22.5, I would bet a 22.5. But the best bet we have from books is 24.5 at -15.
Right.
Yep. You're getting a nice number at plus 150 for 24.5. But we can only get what I can only tell you what I bet. So that's the only thing I can take. So. I also got a player with no name, but just has points you could take for 17.5 points. That's got to be PJ Washington. Yeah, it is. What does he have? He's got 9. I'm not taking that. Gafford's got 17.
By the way, let me see if there's any other books that are throwing Hardy. You know what? Hardy on Caesars is 23.5. Okay. I am doubling down on Hardy, I suppose. Let me throw that in there. So if you have Caesars,
see, the thing is, this is a close game, so they're not just going to pull him or yank him. They'll just give him extra minutes.
So it's at Hardy's also at Caesars. And again, you can get him at 23.5. And they just bumped it to 24.5. So I just took his 32.5 PRA. What do you think about that?
Okay, here's the question. So if you look at this, it's 19-3-2.
Mm-hmm.
So he might get 2 more points off the PRA, maybe 3. He's not really a rebound assist guy.
Okay.
Right now,
can I tell you why though? Because I hit the wrong thing. Because I was just going 2 bananas.
So he has hit 4 threes. So he generally, when he hits his points, hits at least 2 threes. That's generally what I always bet. When I bet with his points, I bet his threes as well, because that's the only way he's getting there. He's a volume guy. He's done it in plenty of games in the previous years when they've been blowout and they just, okay, already just go ahead and score. I also took Gafford at over 22.5. I think that's a joke. So
a live bet. Do we want to put that down?
Yes.
All right. So Daniel Gafford.
We'll put him at half a unit just to make sure that we at least make
over what?
Over 22.5 points. He has 17.
And what book? FanDuel?
FanDuel, yeah. You probably get a better number than MGM.
Actually, he's locked. There we go. 22.5 minus 1.
Yeah. I'll take FanDuel's got the best number. It's minus 130 there, and it's 23.5 everywhere else.
Okay. You're also paying minus 132, but that's
minus 125 at MGM for 23.5. So not that much different.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna run upstairs.
Oh no, he already hit his double. He got 10 assists. You're right. He hasn't scored. He's 1 bucket away from a triple double.
Hey, let me go back because Gary just hit me up and said Collier. So Collier ladder rebounds 9.5 to 14.5. So that's it says rebounds.
Points.
But it should be points.
Points.
Yeah, that's not good. Oh boy.
Please make sure.
It's there. It's there.
Yeah, you gave a point guard.
Yeah, I don't think you can even ladder his rebounds that high, by the way. There you go, Gary. Thanks for the check, buddy.
We appreciate that, Gary.
Can you imagine laddering his rebound?
You'd be getting an obscene number. So yeah, it's minus 120 on DraftKings. Hardy's actually finally appeared.
You cannot find Collier rebounds. You can't even find Collier rebounds.
No, he doesn't really rebound the basketball. He's a point guard.
So thanks, Gary.
Like they think Keontae George is going to play point guard tonight. He's not. He's just going to play off guard.
Hard to get away from a double-double. I thought he got us a double-double.
He already got the double. He was looking at points.
Oh, okay.
But he did see that he had 10 assists too. So he's got the double already. It's just a question of he's a bucket away from a triple-double. Now, Brunson got his 26, 25, like I talked about, but Maxi's been stuck on 19. There's 5 minutes to go. So I need 6 more points from Maxi to figure out where there's. We have a 6-point lead for theirs. Porzingis is still stuck on 4 rebounds. Unfortunately, that's not good.
Dude, the Nuggets are going to really be in some trouble tonight, by the way.
I don't know. I really don't. I think the Rockets are going to kind of play up to their. I think there's still enough firepower for them. They're going to need a big night from Murray. They'll be in a big
Westbrook
night.
looks like shit right now. He just made a 3, but dude, he looks like a mess. We're about 3.5 minutes into this game. He's got 3 points, no rebounds, no assists. No big deal there. I mean, we're so early because he's going to clean up, but we thought he'd come out a little hotter than this, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he was probably the guy who had the most energy. The rest of the guys all played. So I did see that he kept DeAndre Jordan in there. So I was interested in see what I can get his.
He's got 2 boards right now, Jordan. DeAndre Jordan.
I just don't know how many minutes he's going to play. That's my question.
DeAndre Jordan?
Yeah, he can't play 30 minutes anymore.
I don't think we want to bet him. I don't think we want
I
to.
wanted to see what it is. Not at 10.5. No.
Mm-mm.
I am interested in Michael Porter. Maybe. Let's watch that. So men's got a rebound, which is good. At least that's early.
I want to go back to this.
We also have a 9:30 game we got to talk about too. But yeah.
So Hardy. So we're at halftime. Hardy's got 24 PRA. So I need him to get 9. So he could even score 9 points too, right? Like it's possible.
Yes. It's possible for him to score 30 tonight. Yes.
All right.
Highly possible for the way he's shooting. The only difference is most guys, after they come out of a halftime, don't shoot the same way they shot before.
Well, we think he can get 6 points.
Correct.
He doesn't have to shoot.
I think he's going to. So when I make a bet, I'm betting that the volume will be there for him to be able to hit the number. That's what I'm betting.
Okay.
If he continues to shoot the way he shoots, he should have a chance to hit it. But again, the volume will be there. He's going to take probably 7 or 8 shots. So, yep.
All right. So we got a game. Do we need to throw some bets out for this next game coming up? Or are we good right now?
I'm looking at it. We're definitely there. I'm trying to make sure that Moses Moody is actually playing.
All right. We got Golden State, Minnesota starting up in about 12 minutes from right now. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll be on for a while tonight. We've already been on for about 75 minutes. We'll continue trying to bring some of these live bets home for you. What we have at Nuke the House, we do just about every sport. Baseball will be starting up in a couple months. Maddie will have a live show there. We'll keep doing this NBA, NHL show, college basketball show. We've got pre-flop bets for the NFL already up. Ton of bets here for the weekend games. We'll have 2 shows behind the paywall live betting and 2 free shows. And we'll let you know about that. The boys are recording their MMA podcast right now. So we've got a ton of MMA stuff. Oh my God. So much. And they're so good at it. So got a great MMA team. Some of that's behind the paywall. The pre-flop plays are behind the paywall there. Golf is rounding back here. So we've got Coop and a couple other guys with the golf. NASCAR is a couple weeks away. That is really a cash cow. I know you say NASCAR. I mean, the amazing amount of money that these guys win in NASCAR. So here's what we do. We send you real-time in-game betting notifications right to your phone. You don't have to watch our shows if you don't want to. If you do, hang out with us. That's great. But we send you the picks right to your phone, all for $59.99 a month. Every single bet, every sport that we bet. If you want to try us out for a week, fine. I'll give you a code. It's called Nuke the Playoffs for 1 free week. 1 free week, nukethehouse.com. Subscribe, any plan. We won't charge you after a week unless you want to be. Nuke the Playoffs is the code for a free week or $59.99 for a month. Curry been hot on the rebounds. Draymond not playing. Might want to look at it. Oh, no-ish.
Yeah, we bet Curry rebounds last time at 4.5. It's been something that's kind of been hitting at a nice rate. So it was something I'm looking at right now.
By the way, Jamal Murray's just going ape shit. Do we get back on him tonight? I don't know. He's got 5 points already halfway through the first, but oof.
We got different definitions of ape shit.
Okay.
I will tell you, I expect Minnesota to win this game. There's a couple things that we're going to take here in this game. I'm just trying to run things up right now. Make sure I
Minnesota game. Okay.
First. Yeah.
All right. So get ready, guys, because we got some live bets coming. In just a moment.
This is definitely going to be some. There's a lot of bets I like in this game.
Okay.
It's going to be a very interesting game. So the last time they played, the Warriors did win this game. They won it by 10. The difference is guys like Kuminga played, Draymond Green played, Pods played. You had a couple guys who obviously aren't playing. Kyle Anderson's out tonight. I expect Minnesota to win this, and I expect them to kind of win it pretty consistently. What we're going to take is a couple different things. So we're going to look first. We're going to go back to, I'm trying to see what the number is. Damn, they keep giving me 10.5. Why do they give me 10.5? That sucks. first thing we're going to do, we are riding essentially what someone already picked up on is there. If you haven't been watching, Curry has been rebounding the basketball tremendously well. 4 to the last 5 games. He's got over 4.5. As long as they keep giving us 4.5 at a decent number, which they are, we're going to take Stephen Curry over 4.5 rebounds.
All right, let me go find the best number for everybody on that one. Steph Curry, 4.5 rebounds, huh? All right. You can get the best number minus 15 at DraftKings.
I'm going to take a half unit on Ant over 3.5 threes plus 104.
Okay, Ant.
That's a half unit play.
Ant over 3.5 threes.
Yep. And the play that no one's going to like, but we're going to take it. Actually, 2 plays. We're going to take Naz Reid over 13.5 points.
Hold on. You're just killing me here. I got to type all this shit in. What's the number you got Ant's rebounds at? 3-pointers. 3-pointers.
3.5 plus 105.
Plus 105 at FanDuel. Okay. What's the next one?
Naz Reid 13.5 minus 10.
Naz Reid over 13.5 points minus 110. FanDuel. Okay.
Yep. And Rudy Gobert over 9.5 points.
Oh boy. Rudy Gobert over 9.5 points.
They do not have the size. Every time he has played the Dubs, he has killed them.
What's the number you got that at?
I got a minus 121. You could probably shop and get something else.
All right. I can throw a better number there if I have to. And then we'll go.
I mean, the question, I don't have a problem with it. The rebounds and assists, it's 11.5. He's been getting his rebounds. He has not been getting his assists lately. So the 4 or 5 that we used to be able to get for Randall, he hasn't been hitting it. So since we lost that one bet probably about 7 days ago, he's only had 1 game where he's actually got over 3 assists. So really you're cashing that whole bet on the rebound. You're getting plus money on the rebounds. You might as well just take the rebounds because that's the only way you're getting 11.5 if he gets his 8 rebounds.
Okay. The best number on Naz Reid is going to be FanDuel 13.5 plus 102.
Okay. Yep.
So that's Naz Reid.
Watto gave, if you wondered, Watto gave Minnesota minus 5.5. So, which I definitely kind of like, but the line's up to 7.
I like Watto. I'm a Watto guy. Over 13.5 points, even money on FanDuel.
How are the Celtics losing to Toronto?
And then Gobert points. I never like betting Gobert points, but whatever. If you're giving it out, I'm riding.
I told you that people are not going to like this. I literally sat there and said that, but this is the thing. All right.
It's a bad number too, dude. I mean, like the juice.
Yeah, because they know it's going to hit.
Okay, minus 32, minus 130.
Draymond's not playing. Draymond is out this game, so
just moved to minus 130. Okay.
So Daniels has got two steals. We need Smith to get some points here.
All right, can I get my break in here for a minute? And I'm going to run upstairs. You good?
Yeah, go run. Your
Ant threes is better at Caesars, by the way. If you didn't bet the Ant threes yet, you get a little bit of better juice. He's Foxy. I'm Kush. Like button. Don't forget. Hit the damn like button already, please. We're giving you this away for free. We love all of you. We know who's in here tonight. Thank you for being with us. It's very simple, guys. Boop. Then that's it. You make everybody happy. I'll be back in a sec.
Yep. All right. We got a great move here by Memphis, who's opened up the third quarter 10-2. So we're not dead there. That's good that they got back. Maxie's got the 29. Good. So Maxie got my 25 and 25 for plus 102 if you tailed that. So that was another winner for you. It's shocking that Philly is actually trying to make this a game as much as they are. I mean, Brunson's got 30. Maxie's got 29. Probably should have took the 30-30. But hindsight's 20/20, and we'll kind of live off that. I would have liked them better to bring in Campaign here just to shoot free throws. Celtics are down 10 with 10 minutes to go. I'm going to try to flip that game on and see what's going on there. Pritchard's having a nice game with 18. Porzingis has got 16. Derek White still can't find his shot. He's 1 for 7 from 3. Scotty Barnes is off to a nice site, 14-8. RJ Barrett, though, is carrying them 18-7-7. Atlanta has started to put the thump down on the Bulls. I mean, you can't lose this game, but somehow they're figuring out a way to lose this game. Garrison Matthews is not shooting well tonight, unfortunately. He's 0 for 4 from 3. Plowden and Okongwu are the one guys that there. The Bulls are being led by Vucevic with 10 and 14 already, so a double-double in the third quarter. Levine's got 6 points, 0 for 1 from 3, really not being engaged that much. So we'll see how this turns out. We've got Pancaro getting their ass kicked by the Bucks. They're down 23. Pancaro's got 5 boards. We need a couple more boards from him. Pretty much probably only going to have the third quarter, though, to get it, because once again, a blowout will make him sit. Like I said, Memphis is pulled within a 2-point game. Ja's got 12, 3, and 8. Bane's up to 10, 2, and 1. That's what we need. Let's go. We need some run here. Similar to what he did in the last game. He's generally a slow starter in the first half. I can find places that can bet PRA live. I probably should be doing that with Bane. There. Wemby only with 5 points. He's not the leading scorer here for the Spurs. Philly has a shot to tie it. Yep. It's just you should take yourself out. Gafford's got 21 now. So we need one more bucket for Gafford to cash his live. And if he cashes this early, I may double dip on this just to let you guys know again. PJ still got 21 on his PRA, but we're looking nice for that. Missy's having a nice rebound game with 10 points, 10 and 5. I'm sorry, somebody chatted me something right at the same time. Rockets are up 6 early on Denver. Amen Thompson's got 4 and 1. Sengun's off to looking like he's going to get a triple-double tonight. Murray's got 5 and 2. Westbrook's just still stuck on that 3 and 1. Porter's got his 2 rebounds. Watson's got 2 rebounds, which is nice to see already. So Charlotte's beating Utah. Like I said, I expect this game to go back and forth. Mark Williams has got 6 and 3. There we go. We'll take that for a nice early start to that game. Keontae George's got 5 and 2. Isaiah's got a 1. Just hasn't scored yet. Only taking 1 shot. Kessler's got a 4 and 3, which is kind of nice. But his double is getting priced where you can't take that every game now. It's you're gonna have to find something else sometimes to tie it in with it. Looking back at college basketball, Pitt and then FSU are tied 12 and 12, 9 minutes into the game. Edmonton and Minnesota are tied 2-2 in the first period. That game's going to be crazy. That's what it looks like. You're not going to get the defensive game, which Minnesota's going to need. Bradley's up 35. We look pretty good with that coverage. Drake's up 10. So we'll kind of watch that. We do only get 33 points at SMU, Virginia. 12 minutes in, so the under's on pace for there. Colgate won earlier. That was good. Iowa State ended up winning by 17. So that was kind of an easy casher. Yeah. Gafford's got 23. There we go. That's all we need. Ring that bell, ring that bell. We'll take that. There you go. Let's go. It's a tie game in Philly in the Knicks with 3 seconds to go. That clearly hit the glass at Shul. What the crap are you doing? Yeah, that was a gift. Like I said, he hit that too much. They don't have the size, and the Pelicans are terrible versus big men. Like, don't be surprised, like, until they make a move. Missy's played well, but they just get killed inside. So until they make a move, there's no reason not to look at any opposing center and go, okay, I'm going to take his points. As long as he's a guy who actually gets to touch the ball every now and then. So Gafford live is 27.5. The problem is he's probably got about another 2 minutes of the third, and then he's going to sit for a while. What's his foul trouble? I mean, they're just feeding him over and over again. I mean, that's why PJ's not really scoring, because he's just passing the ball. PJ's got 11 rebounds, though, which is kind of nice. Gafford's biggest issue is always fouls. He's got no fouls tonight. Way to go. Way to go, big fella. Hardy's got 21 now. So we need 4 more points for Hardy. So he's made his first basket as soon as he came back in. So that's exactly what we need. So he's 10 for 10 for field goals, yeah. And most of his shots, again, are 6 inches from the basket. So definitely goes. And with 3 seconds, believe it or not, this game's going to overtime. Well, maybe they could actually put campaign in and he can actually get 2 points here. I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, we can get campaign across the line, because he should have went across the line 10 minutes ago. So let's look to see what else is going on live. Still need 1 more steal from Daniels. I've got a lot of things going on in this Memphis game. We need them to get going. Jalen Green's got 6 points in the first half. I mean, Thompson's got 5. Does got 2 rebounds now. That's nice to see. Is this automatically, when you look at the rookie of the year, is this already the worst rookie of the year stats ever? Right now, the leading guy in rookie of the year standard is averaging 11 points a game and I think 5 rebounds. And that's going to be the rookie of the year. 11 and 6 and 2 assists. And a -17. I mean, I don't know. We talked about this draft class before it began. The guys know from my show that I 100% said, hey, this is going to be the worst draft there. Nobody really wanted the draft in this draft class.
What up, Foxy?
There's some talent here, but the talent's going to is more like role-playing talent. There's a couple guys who could be very good players. I really don't think there's any stars in this rookie class. So, yep.
What up, Foxy? What do we got?
Well, we cashed Gafford.
Let's go.
Live cash. So Hardy hit his first shot, so he's on his way.
And a rebound.
Somehow the Sixers have sent the Knicks to overtime.
What?
Yep.
When the hell did that happen?
Maxey kind of went on. So if you took that 25 and 25 parlay I talked about, that cashed easily. It's actually going to probably cash.
We're done. We're done with that game, though, right? We got nothing else right now.
Well, we have campaign. If he ever decides to see the floor somehow, some way, and yeah, if he can get 1 basket, that would be the one thing we can make.
That's right, Mel. Hey, 2 things. Did you talk about who you like this weekend in the NFL?
We did not talk about the NFL, and we did not talk about college football or anything.
Okay, so we can do that in a little bit.
Yep.
Okay. I do. You want some trivia, though?
Sure.
Good. Let's do it. Now, this is not going to be the easiest one, especially for people that are under the age of 40 or so. But if you know basketball history, you'll get some of these, okay? I will tell you what I got. I already took this. I got 24 out of 41. Here's the question. NBA lottery era rookie of the year. Can you name? Hold on a second. Can you name every NBA rookie of the year in the lottery era? Every rookie of the year in the lottery era. Okay. Number 1 last year. Who was it? Who won the Rookie of the Year last year? Fox.
Oh, I didn't know the question was for me.
It's for everyone.
Who did win the Rookie of the Year? Last year?
Yeah, the tall guy.
Wemby.
Yep.
Yes.
The year before that, Orlando
Paolo.
Magic. Who won it?
Paolo.
Pete, you're correct. Vince Carter did win the Rookie of the Year. It was with Toronto, and it was in the year 1998-99.
Yeah.
Do you know who won the Rookie of the Year 21-22 from Toronto?
From Toronto?
Yeah, 2021-2022. This is not easy, by the way.
From Toronto.
Yeah. Who won it? Scotty Barnes. Very good, J-Man. Scotty Barnes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Who won it from Charlotte in 2020-2021?
It's going to be LaMelo.
There you go, LaMelo. How about the year before that from Memphis?
From Memphis, it's going to be Ja.
Yes, 2018-19 from Dallas.
Luka.
Yeah. Year before that, Philadelphia, 2017-2018.
That one, it's not Maxey.
No, I'm just going to, does anybody know from the Sixers who won it in 17-18? No, it wasn't Embiid. There you go, J-Man.
Ben Simmons, yeah.
J-Man is just all over this trivia right now. He's either looking at it at home or he's just doing that. LH Grant got it a second later. Was Chris Webber or Penny Hardaway on this list? You know what? I don't remember. I don't think so.
Webber should be. He was the number 4 pick.
Webber won it in 93-94. Penny Hardaway did not win it. Grant Hill, somebody said Grant Hill. Grant Hill won it 94-95. All right, good luck with this one. 2016, Milwaukee Bucks, Rookie of the Year. Who was it?
2016?
Yeah.
It's not Giannis, right?
He went to Virginia. Brogdon.
Oh, Malcolm Brogdon. That's a good one. Yeah.
Year before that, actually back-to-back Rookie of the Years in 2015-16 and 14-15. They're both on Minnesota.
It's going to be Cat will be one of them.
Uh-huh. Who's the other one?
The other one will be he's no longer there.
Yeah. He was one of the greatest prospects ever, and he really never turned into an amazing NBA player. Went to Kansas. Wiggins,
yeah.
Wiggins.
He never did he play? Yeah. You're right. It's Wiggins. Yeah.
Philadelphia, 2013. He's got a hyphen for his last name. Michael Carter Williams.
Michael Carter Williams. He won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I'm going to run through the other names, and then we're going to go old school. Then you had Lillard before him, Kyrie, Blake Griffin, Tyreek Evans, which I didn't remember, 2009. Derrick Rose, KD when he was with Seattle before the move. 06-07, Portland. Brandon Roy, remember him?
Yeah, knee issues.
Chris Paul, 05-06. Emeka Okafor from UConn in 04-05. He was with the Bulls. LeBron in 03-04. Who won the Rookie of the Year the year before LeBron? He's with Phoenix, 02-03. Not easy. Not easy.
I thought you were going to say the fat boy who was drafted number 1 from
No,
Cleveland.
he's a tall guy. Not that year. Amari, good job, Milo. Amari Stoudemire.
Oh, we're that far down already?
Pau Gasol got the year before that. Now, good luck with this one. And I got this right, and it was just such I don't even know how I got it right. 2000, Rookie of the Year, Orlando, white guy. Mike Miller.
Oh, yeah. Yep. They
Now,
bounced around.
99, 2000, they shared. There was two guys that won the Rookie of the Year. Okay. One guy went to Duke and the other guy went to Maryland. One played for Chicago, one played for Houston. We had a co-Rookie of the Year, 99, 2000.
Smith?
No.
Joe Smith?
No.
No, we're that far. It's not
Battier.
Played for Maryland?
One guy played for Maryland, was on their championship team. One guy played for Duke.
I mean, the Maryland guys was him and Dixon, but Dixon didn't win Rookie of the Year.
Steve Francis, LH Grant. Good one.
Steve Francis. Okay.
And who is the Duke guy, though? And I don't know if he won a championship.
What year? Where was he?
99, 2000. He went to the Bulls.
He went to the Bulls?
Yeah.
The only Duke players to go to the Bulls was Dunleavy, but he didn't go there originally.
Schmelten Span? Elton Brand. Okay. Yeah. Did he win a championship at Duke, too? All right, 98, 99 was Vince Carter with Toronto.
He was drafted by the Sixers. That's what was screwing me up.
90, well, yeah, but he won with Houston. Okay, 98, 99 was Vince Carter. Year before that, who won in 97, 98 with the Spurs and 96, 97 with the Sixers? I'm so good at 90s and 80s NBA. I'm so much better at 90s.
Was it Tony Parker or Manu Ginobili?
It was Tim Duncan in 97, 98. Who was 96, 97 from Philly? There you go. Duncan and AI. J-Main getting it again. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Then Damon Stoudemire with Toronto at the time. I remember him with Portland. Grant Hill was 94, 95. So a lot of you said Grant Hill. Good call on that. Now we're going to go with a guy that I saw play at Allen Fieldhouse with Cal. Okay. Head coach. Got drafted by Dallas. 1994, 1995. Great point guard. Who was it? Not Jay Williams. Drafted by Dallas, later became a head coach. Point guard. Jason Kidd. Very good. All right. Before that was Chris Webber, Shaq in 92, 93, Larry Johnson. Year before that, Derek Coleman the year before that. Okay. The last five.
Kidd played for Cal.
Yeah, I said it was Cal.
Oh, when you say Cal, I'm thinking Calipari.
No. All right. 98, 99, played for the Spurs, was in the Navy.
It's going to be Admiral.
There you go. The year before that, went to Kansas State, played for Golden State. Was part of the big three there. The three guards. What'd they call them? Run TMC?
Yeah, I mean, it was Tim Hardaway.
Yeah.
And,
Chris Mullins.
Mullins and the other one.
Mitch Richmond.
Richmond.
Mark Jackson, Chuck Person, and then Patrick Ewing. It was a tough one. It wasn't an easy one.
No.
Not an easy one, but that's your trivia for the night. Thank you.
All right. You guys are up 14 points. Can we put a campaign in here just so we can?
All right. We back. Let's go. Let's get back to business here. What are we on, pal? How are we doing? I feel like we're up some money tonight is all I'm saying.
We should be. Yes.
It's just a feeling I'm getting. So
we need one more rebound from Zinger. He's got 7. They're down 10 though. So they've got to make some baskets to.
They're asking me if I want to cash out Bradley for 3 cents less than what they're going to pay me out. Bradley's up 100 to 56. What are we on? Minus like 7 or something? Yeah.
Minus 8. Yeah.
Minus 8. Yeah. We're doing pretty good there. Good job. Good call on that one. What do we got from Hawks and Bulls that's outstanding? The steals?
We got the steals outstanding. He had 2 last time I looked. I'm surprised they're still winning. No, we got it. We got the 3.
We got the 3?
Yep, we got the 3. So.
Who was that?
That was the great
We're winning a lot of bets tonight. I mean, you know what? Just keep ice cold except soccer up there because you're on fire this evening. This is great to see. Smash the like button if you're winning money with us tonight. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you want to check us out free for a week, nukethehouse.com. Okay, and use the code NUKETHEPLAYOffs. So Dyson Daniels cashed. Where are we on? Huh?
Smith has got 5, so we need one more basket.
Where's Des Bay in PRA?
He's been scoring a lot more in the second half. So he's come along. Memphis has taken there. He's got 12 points. So we're behind on that. We've got 15. So we're not dead yet, but yeah. He definitely has been scoring a little bit more than he did in the first half. They've come back third quarter. They're 39-21 in this third quarter, so Memphis has roared back. So that's also looking much better for us.
Hardy ain't doing shit right now. Hardy's got to get going.
He's got 21. He's 7-12. He's kind of hit a little bit of a lull here. He's got 12. PJ's got 24 for us. Gafford hit
26 PRA. So just about ready to cash that one.
So we're just about ready to cash that. Hardy, we still got time. He's still going to come in here and score. They're still up 6.
Westbrook's on a slow start. He's got 3, 2, and 1, but Watson already has 2 rebounds, and we got 7.5
forever, which is kind of a worry. The rebounds is kind of really what I think we're looking good. Watson got 2 rebounds at the end of the first. Nice if he could get a third, but he didn't. Yeah. But I mean, Pickett's played this game. We just don't want Houston to go run and hide. That's where we need them to stay at least connected. Smith's got 6. Amen's got 2 rebounds. We'd like a couple more from there. Mark Williams has got 10 and 4 in the second quarter, so we're looking fine. LaBello's got 2 assists, so he's on his way. We're still plenty of time. Collier's got 5 assists, so that's looking good. He does only have 2 points, though, so we do need him to want the ball a little bit more than what he's doing right now. So we'll see it there. Kessler's got a 6 and 3. It's still a lot of game left. We're still in the second quarter, 8 minutes. The Dubs have started off on an 8-0 run to start the game. Gaio Santos getting his thing, but Gobert's got 1 rebound, and then we got 2 10 o'clock games getting ready to start, which I have not even looked at because we're waiting if LeBron and AD are playing, and they are. So Clippers, a couple things. Let me see if there's anything I can get on that I like. Oh.
What are you on about?
Tired.
Oh, I hear you, buddy. I'm
not gonna go to bed. I'm not gonna go to bed, but I will 100% say I'm tired.
You're a little bit tired right now.
Yep. So.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot going on tonight. So at least we finally switched over to the Minnesota game. We're not watching the Knicks game anymore.
I mean, let's stay on for another 45 minutes then. We'll get a 2.5-hour show in, especially since we're winning.
Oh, I'm good with that. Yeah.
That's good.
We're gonna go. We're gonna take Austin Reeves over 6.5 assists.
What did we cash? Fathead? What did we cash 2 minutes ago? I don't know. All right, so we're placing bets in now.
Yeah, we're taking AR over 6.5 assists.
AR Anthony Richardson?
No, Austin Reeves.
I know. And what's the bet and the number?
Minus 18.
Yeah.
6.5 assists.
Over 6.5 assists. Minus 118 FanDuel. Okay, let me make sure. I'm just going to go to, that's what I put it down at. Let me see if I can find a better number if there is one out there. Huh. Austin Reeves, 6.5. Yeah, you got the best number. Over 6.5. Okay. And I just have to spell his name right. All right. Austin Reeves over 6.5 assists, minus 118 on FanDuel. What else you got for us, pal? If anything.
Not giving me anything that I want right now. So
okay. You go throw that bet in. Austin Reeves, 6.5 assists. And again, you don't have to watch these shows if you can't. What we do is I just put it in the chat. If you turn your notifications on, if you're a member and you put it in the chat, turn your notifications on and we send it right to your phone. Live, in-game betting notifications, real time. So when our guys make a bet pre-flop or live, we throw it in there. You hear doo-doo, or you could turn the volume off and just get a little vibration, and then you place the bet. It's as simple as that.
Minnesota's yet to score yet. They're down 11-0.
How long into the game?
It's been 5 minutes.
Okay. Well,
there's plenty of time, but yes, it's just odd they haven't yet been able to score yet. All right, I got to go to a different book. I got to go to a different book to get.
By the way, these games this weekend in the NFL, they're going to be cold. I love it.
They're going to be freezing.
Yeah, I love it.
But that Buffalo game, we were already talking today with the guys from M&T, and yeah, it is going to be a freezing game.
Do you remember last year in Kansas City where people had like frostbite and they were dying and shit? It was off. I don't know if anyone died, and now this year we got mid-20s with 20-mile-an-hour gusts in Kansas City. So always a nice cold weather. I need some snow though, man. We might get some snow in Baltimore, Buffalo. We could have like a real feel, like 10 to 12 degrees, real feel of 0 to 4 degrees, which would be great.
Well, I'm rooting for Baltimore to lose, even though my bets are on Baltimore. So I really don't want snow because I hate the Ravens.
Oh, why? You're not going to Buffalo, are you?
I'm not going to Buffalo, but I can't. Okay, so live in Baltimore.
No, the game's in Buffalo. You don't got to worry about the snow.
Oh, I know. I'm not worried from a snow perspective. I want Baltimore to lose, but I don't think they will. But
yeah, but why do you want them to lose? It doesn't make sense to me.
Because I can't stand Baltimore. It's so okay. So I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in Tampa, I've lived in different areas, and it's just so much purple glasses here. It's always just drove me nuts. Where I believe you make your allegiances as a kid. So I had my allegiances, and it wasn't going to be the Ravens. And people have always messed with me and said, well, why? Why is it not the Ravens? All this crap. And I'm like, well, because I already have my teams. That's who I root for. So, and I do kind of root for every team that plays the Ravens. So in this game, I'm rooting for Buffalo. So
okay. So Hardy's on the bench with 8 minutes to play. Does he come back in?
What's the score of the game?
98-96, 8:21 to play.
If they pulled him now, then who else is still on the floor? Let me see.
Yeah, he's got 21-5 and 2.
There's a possibility
that he doesn't come back in.
Yeah, there's a possibility he doesn't come back in, but he'll probably come in as this gets a little close, probably for Marshall.
Okay.
But he could. This is going to be a couple minutes rest here. So we cashed PJ Washington 26.5. That cashes. And 6.5 and PJ Washington. He's got 12, 13, and 2. Gafford scored again. He's got 25, 12, and 2. So he's having a nice game. 4-point lead for them to carry on. The issue is we're starting to see Houston pull away from Denver. That's not good. 5, 2, and 2 for Westbrook.
Well, Westbrook's not sitting. Like they're going to run Westbrook into the ground, won't they, in this game?
They will. The question is that fourth quarter. He didn't play any of the fourth quarter last game.
Yeah. It's 15 points. The only problem is it's like, well, Brown's actually got 9 points, so that's good. But Murray, Brown, Porter needs to get going. They're just not playing well is what it is. They're not playing well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I am watching this Edmonton, Minnesota game. This was Mel putting this in the chat, told me to bet the Oilers live. So he's the hockey dude tonight. We don't have D money out there. So I'm just sweating the Oilers. Let's go, Mel. Let's go, Oilers.
One of my goalies on the other side.
Michael Porter has one shot attempt this late in the half.
Yep.
With
He's not a guy that can be the only guy there. You need somebody else to kind of there. He's more of a Robin than a Batman.
Oh, definitely. But he has one freaking shot. That's unacceptable.
The Bulls losing to The Bulls losing in Atlanta is unacceptable. That's
not good.
No, not with everybody basically not playing. I mean, you're basically losing to a second string unit.
There's 8.5 to play. It ain't over yet.
No, it's not. And it's just kind of thought that was going to be kind of a walk away.
What did we get the Amen Thompson points at? Or did we not bet his points? We bet his something else.
We bet his rebounds.
Rebounds, 9.5 rebounds. Okay. And right now he is at 2. Late in the not even late, halfway through the second quarter. So plenty of time in that one.
So Bane's at 17, so that's good. Keep going.
I got Bane at 14. Did he just hit a 3?
PRA.
Yeah.
PRA.
Okay. What's the number we got him at?
28.5. So we need him to score some points.
Yep. We need 10 more. So he's at 17. We need 11 more there. Wembanyama has 10 and 10 right now in that game.
He's got 10 and 10. Castle's got 18. Vassal's got 19. Ja's got a double-double with assists tonight. So
what do we got on LaMelo? He's got 12, 2, and 3. We got his assists or his points?
We got his assist. He's got 3. We're good.
Good there.
Right where we need to be. Yep.
Okay.
There you go. Come on, Rudy. Grab that. Pels are staying right there with it. We could get overtime in that game.
All right, so the Wild are up on the Oilers 3-2. Again, not an official play, just something I tailed from the chat. So we got that. What else are we working on here?
I do like they kind of altered the setting where they put in Kessler and George playing with Filipowski and Sensabaugh and Mills. Let's see if we can get Collier, since he's not shooting right now, off on a different group so we can actually take some shots here.
We got one more game tonight, right? We got a game starting right now with Miami and the Lakers. You had the Reeves play. The only other game tonight, Brooklyn at the Clippers, that starts in about 30 minutes. Well, excuse me. That starts about 30 minutes.
Yeah, it's a 10:30 game, just same like the Lakers and Miami started at 10 and then another one for 30 afterwards. I mean, that's a really late night game here. Going against the Clippers, I mean, there's not – it's trying to confirm who's in, who's out. I expect Cam Thomas out. Simmons is probably not playing tonight. Cam Johnson, who played last night, is probably not playing tonight. It's not going to be a lot in this game that I really want to take a swing with.
Okay.
So I'm just watching to see how this works out. Bulls cannot get any closer. We got a timeout in Chicago. No, timeout's over. 96-82. They're down 14.
All right, I got something for you. So Jimmy Butler wants to trade. Pat Riley doesn't want to trade him. I don't think that Pat Riley will be forced into trading anybody. What do you think happens to Jimmy Butler?
I think he gets traded, but I don't think he's going to like where he goes.
Really?
Because the thing essentially that they're not getting him a contract extension. They're not winning it with him. They're probably not winning without him. And the way they've been kind of looking at the guys they have, they want to get something for him. But the key thing is if you leave the insiders on that conversation with Pat Riley, where he wanted to reiterate training, he gave him 4 places, and he said, "I don't care what your 4 places are. He's going to do." He said he's going to do what's best for the team. So whether that means he's going to ship him to wherever he wants to go, and someone's just going to there, but they want assets for him, so that becomes the kind of issue if he kind of bitches and moans and like refuses to report and things like that, which I absolutely hate. As soon as you get traded, just go play. You're a free agent in the summer. Who cares? Just go play. Yeah. So there's a couple places that make sense. OKC would make sense. Eventually, OKC has to trade all those picks they have. They can't keep drafting guys that are just going to sit on the bench. You just can't do that. So I don't know why they still haven't made a move for anybody. Is beyond me, but he would make a whole lot of sense in OKC. He plays their type of defense. He doesn't need the ball all the time. He'll be fine just being that off guard. But I really think most teams are going to ask him to come off the bench. Golden State would make a lot of sense, but he's not going to win there.
Off the bench for Jimmy Butler. Wow.
I mean, he's older.
I know.
He's no longer the main guy to have. I mean,
does he know that?
The other place that actually makes some of the most sense would be the Sixers. But I don't think they have anything really that Miami would want. That would be the issue there, but that would make sense. A reunion in there would be a very smart, intelligent move. I've heard stuff like Houston, but I don't understand why they would make that move. Yeah, OKC needs a big man. They definitely do. They need Vucevic is the guy basically that I hear they are waiting to see if Chicago will actually kind of release him and offer him up. And if they do, that's kind of who they're going to target. But we'll have to kind of wait and see on that. But I do think they need another big because when they play some teams, they're just going to get abused down low, which they play the Cavs again tomorrow. So we'll see. I'm looking at Mobley again tomorrow. I'm looking at Jared Allen again tomorrow. There's still no one on that roster that's going to stop them from doing what those guys from getting dunks and just making the other one come through. And they do a very good job passing to each other. So I might actually look at some assists here as well. The Bulls are down 11. Really not getting a lot of scoring from anybody. 6 minutes to go. The Magic are down 30. For some reason, Pancaro is still in the game, down 30. Not sure why, but yeah. Spurs have roared back in the fourth. It's now a 3-point game, but still going back and forth here. Some guys are getting rest. Bain's one of the guys on a rest right now, which we don't want for 6 minutes, but we're probably going to need overtime to catch that at this point. The Pelicans have taken the lead. If you haven't watched that, it's kind of very interesting lineup. They're running Kleber out there with Marshall, PJ, Thompson, and Dinwiddie. Not sure why they took Gafford, who's got 27 and 12 off the floor, but that's Jason Kidd for you. Hardy is not back in the game.
All right, guys. Zargo just hit me up. We will be doing an NHL show tomorrow for a couple hours, starting at 8 Eastern. So for those of you that want to bet the NHL, I bet it with us. We'll do that. We'll talk some NFL. I need to talk to you about the college football playoff, though. So let's do that.
Yeah.
Catch up on the rest of it. So where are you sitting right now, Fox, on the college football championship game? Have you made any bets yet?
We've got a bunch of futures in play. So we got Big Ten to win and at minus 110. We took Ohio State to win the national championship at plus 110 a week and a half back. We've got Jeremiah Smith at plus 850 to beat the MVP. I like Ohio State. 8 points, though, is a lot of points, especially for a championship game. So I'm not anything on the side. I don't think Notre Dame can score enough points. I think if Ohio State scores 20 points, the game's over. So I was going to kind of look at some team totals here. There, I kind of like the Notre Dame. I saw 17.5 was up there earlier. I don't think they have enough big play offense to. Yeah, they're going to have to do some kind of trick plays to create an explosive play. And I don't think Ohio State has to do thing. If you want to take away Smith, like I said last week, I expected Buka and Tate to eat. They eat. Texas took away Smith. They basically said Smith had one catch for 4 yards. Notre Dame doesn't have the same type defense that's going to be able to do that to Smith. And I think Smith kind of gets off today. I just think there's just too many weapons and too good of defense there on Ohio State for them to lose this game. But I wouldn't bet a national championship game -8. What a lot of people are doing is taking the Ravens or Kansas City and taking that with Ohio State money line.
You think Ohio State just wins outright?
Yep.
I don't know why you would take the Ravens on the money line. It's such a close game. Like, I guess maybe because the price is so good, but like you could get I feel like you could finagle the Chiefs line down to 2.5 or something like that.
You can tease that. A lot of people tease that and are teasing the Ravens to 6.5, 7.5 type deal. I've done that. I've got the Ravens in pocket at 7.5. I'm going to try to get the Bills in pocket at 7.5 and I'll be fine.
Yeah, I got a lot of teasers on it. You know what I can give right now? And we already gave out some free. I'm just going to throw some NFL bets I got. Some of these, a lot of these are the ones that we do have behind the paywall. And there's a lot of subscribers watching tonight. So my God, we have so many freaking. But I did do some personal bets here. Like today, I laddered Derrick Henry up to 175 yards. So I went with his number, then 100, 110, 125, 140, 150, 175. So I just laddered his ass all the way up.
So you took his longest run then too, right?
I need to get his longest run in there, yes.
Because if you
bet that, you got to have the longest run.
Take one face, you got to have the longest run. Because if he doesn't get 2 long runs, it's not happening. One thing a lot of people goes, oh, they ran for 200 yards the first game they have. They were missing 5 guys on defense.
Yeah.
Those 5 guys are back. But their defensive line is generally on the smaller side.
It's Derrick Henry, dude. This is what he was built for. Plus, if he gets off to a hot start, I like betting him when he's in, late in the third quarter because the fourth quarter he could step it up. But as far as that go, I think he's going to go bananas again. I think this is going to be a good game for offense. Who wants it? It's 5 degrees outside. Who wants to tackle Derrick Henry?
Yeah, I don't think so. But I agreed. But I think this game is still going to be whoever has the ball last wins the game.
Yeah. His rush number, by the way, his longest rush is -128, 19.5. I almost want to wait till it gets to 20.5 and just bet that. Screw the 19.5. Yeah. So that's just a personal play there. I know Iowa in the chat was on Pirine over 8.5 or 9.5 receiving yards. I did not tail that, but he's a really sharp guy. What else? I did take the Ravens to win it all pre-playoffs at +550. I don't want to give away any Keggers bets, so we're definitely going to keep those behind the paywall there. But just some of the other bets that I have put in on the show the other day, we decided to go for Kelsey and just bet Kelsey up. I'm not as of yet laddering him. I would wait for Keg to do that. Let me get your thoughts on Kelsey then, because here's a guy that it's playoff time. Like, I feel like they've just been resting him. He had to play a few games because there were injuries and then he took off. To me, this is the swan song, and he's only been bet up a couple of yards. You can still find a 52.5 on him. Am I off here thinking Kelsey's going to go nuts or at least cover his 51.5, 52, 53.5?
I think most likely he probably does. I mean, I always look at his receptions more than his yards, but yeah. I think he's a vocal part of the offense. I just think they haven't been explosive all year. They've kind of coasted.
Yeah.
So no one knows who it's going to set up. They haven't played a game since Christmas. But they have so many mouths to feed right now in that offense, from Hopkins to Xavier Worthy to Kareem Hunt to Pacheco coming back to Kelsey coming back. I mean, obviously those are the main guys. But yeah, I mean, Kelsey's still going to probably be the lead dog in that thing. I don't ever look for Worthy to get over 4 receptions. I watch guys, I'll bet him live 4.5, 5.5 because he's got 2 and he ends up with 4. That's kind of where I have him, but he has been getting his yards. The other guy we talked about is the guy we talked about on the show weeks and months ago when kind of got laughed at. And it was like, well, why are you taking Juju Schuster at 18.5. And I said, well, because every time he's played, he's
I did laugh at you. I didn't laugh at you. I said, ugh, I don't want to bet Juju Smith-Schuster. No laughing at you. I just said, ugh.
But it hit easily. So, I mean, he's going to be another guy that basically they're going to have to there. And again, the Texans do have a pretty good defense. But yeah, I do think Kelsey has a pretty good game this game. Yeah.
So other bets that I made, I got Gibbs 25 plus receiving yards plus Lamar 60 plus rushing yards at plus 300. These are just some of these are just sprinkles there. We've got here's a little same game parlay on a free bet. Kelsey 50 plus 6 plus receptions, Jackson 50 rushing yards, Henry to score a touchdown plus 381. All right, throwing that. Chiefs minus 1.5, Bills plus 7.5. Chiefs minus 1.5, Lions minus 2.5, Ravens plus 7.5, Chiefs minus 2.5. Just teasing the shit out of these teams. It's amazing how all these games are so teasable, Fox. You don't see that very often. Like we got 3 games, and we feel pretty comfortable about all these teams that are teasable. Like you could tease both sides. If you hit it early, you could have teased both sides of this Buffalo Baltimore game.
Yeah,
Eckler?
I mean, definitely. Yeah, at both sides, you could have. So,
fatheads on Eckler.
Eckler's been great. Eckler's been great. It's generally a very big small number, which is kind of the biggest thing with Eckler. But yeah, I don't see any issue with that.
I mean, he had what? How many catches did he have? He had 3 for 26 last week. What's his number? Eckler. Let's see if it got bet up too. So Eckler is at 23.5 industry wide. And it got bet up a yard. I don't hate that. What do you think about him? 23.5. And then his receptions is his receptions went from 2.5. It's 3.5 now. I don't know if I want it. They should be trailing. Should be. But he hasn't had 4 catches very often recently.
No, 4 catches is big for a running back. I wouldn't take that. I love 2.5. Yeah. His yards are at 22.5. What's his receiving yards?
Yeah, 23.5.
Yeah, I'd probably take that.
23.5.
Again, I think you'll get plenty of dump offs. That's gonna be the question. We've got the Mavs losing to the Pelicans right now with 16 seconds to go.
Yeah, we need overtime, and then Hardy still might not get back in, right?
If they get into overtime, we'll probably get back in. Williams got 5 rebounds at half. Mel's got 4. Collier's got 4 points and 7 assists. So he got his assist.
Okay.
Leading scorer in this game is Bryce Sensabaugh.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the Warriors up 16.
Wow.
Up
early
16 going into the second quarter. Yep. Edwards has got 3 rebounds.
Hey, real quick.
Yep.
Let's go to this Houston-Denver game because our fear was there would be a blowout. It's 69-48 at halftime. So 21-point lead for the Rockets at halftime. Green has 21 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists. We're on Green. But Westbrook has 17 PRA. He's got 3 rebounds. We just have to hope that Westbrook plays the third quarter. Like we get what?
Guys in any blowout will play the third quarter.
All right. So we need 8 or 9 minutes. What do we need out of Westbrook from here on out? Maybe 10 minutes, 9 minutes?
Yeah, we need 3. We need at least 3 rebounds to get the 5.5, which has got a chance in there because if they're so far behind, Jordan's not going to come in and play. Yeah, they're going to bring in another shooter, and then we need plenty of time for Watson, which I think we will be able to get. Amen generally stays on the floor when they go to the backups, so I definitely kind of feel that. We're not dead there, even though it kind of looks that way.
Okay.
The guys I would kind of looking at based on the score is probably Cam Whitmore to get 15 points.
Are we okay? So do you want to bet the Whitmore or just wait?
I just bet it personally. Yeah, well, you can get plus money on it right now.
Bet. Okay. Just some other things we got out there. Paolo, we need 3 rebounds. There's only 2 minutes left, so that's not going to happen. They got blown out. Jalen Smith.
30, 40.
Jalen Smith, we're going to come up short. Des Bain, 28.5 PRA. There's a minute left in that game. So those three.
We're going to win the Memphis -2.5, though.
We're going to win the Memphis 2.5. We got Collier.
He's not dead. He's got 24.
Who?
He's got 19. But Bain, he's got 19 points and 3 rebounds and 2 assists. So we're not dead, especially if he's the one getting fouled.
We need 2 points from Jalen Green. Yep. We need Amen Thompson to get his shit together. Peyton Watson has looked like he might cash for us again. Yep. Westbrook, you said we need 3 rebounds out of him. Collier, 4 points at halftime. We need 10. Gobert, 1 point at early in the second. We need 10 out of him. Naz Reid, slow start, but we're in it. And Edwards, definitely in it on the threes.
Yeah, it's hit 2 already. Yep.
Curry hasn't done shit yet. And we're just waiting on the Lakers game, which should have just started, right?
Yeah,
it's underway about 10 minutes ago. Yeah, 15 minutes.
Yeah, Reeves got 2 assists.
He's helping us out already. That's good.
Yep.
Yeah. What up, Cola? Good to see you, bro. Thanks for stopping by. Smash the like button. Hey, I'll say it again. Smash the like button, please. That'd be great. Oh, you know what? I got to tell you my haircut story today.
Oh, this is going to be close. They fouled Bain. Bain goes to the line. He's going to get 2 here.
I'll let you sweat it out. So while you're sweating it out, I'm going to tell you the haircut story today.
All right. Okay.
So I go to get my haircut. I always walk in. This old lady usually cuts it. And really, honest to God, it was very, very tough for me to go to her because she wasn't full out racist, but kind of racist. But she gave me the best haircut ever. So I really had to battle, right? I was like, do I want to go see this lady again? And then I wouldn't go, but then I'd get a bad haircut from someone else and I'd go back and I'd just sit there and listen to it. You know, I was born Jewish and she'd, make some Jewish stuff. And I'd just be like, all right, don't talk to me. I'd fake like I was sleeping. I'd leave. I'd have a great haircut. Yeah. So I walk in there today and I don't see her. I see new people. I see a guy with half a finger on this right hand, this whatever next to the middle finger. He's got a nubbin. There's a lady that's standing there and there's a puppy that's like 7 weeks old that's walking around. So I go down and I come in and I'm like, hey, does anybody have time to cut my hair? And this lady's like, come sit down. I'm like, this is great. Let's go. Let's sit down. And she's like, honey, what do you need your hair done? And I'm like, just make it nice and short, cut it. I got a court hearing to go tomorrow. And unfortunately I told her that. So I go into it and I start talking about it. All of a sudden, 15 minutes later, my hair isn't even getting cut. She and this other guy are talking to me about, him getting busted for molesting his daughter. But ultimately it was, he was found innocent. His ex-wife died. It's just horrible things. And finally I said to him when she started cutting my hair, I said, can we just talk about something else? Like, seriously, when you go get a haircut, you don't want to listen to this shit, right? So I'm like, let's go talk about something else. She goes, oh, I have a good topic. I said, what? She goes, let's talk about religion. And I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me. So at that point, I just shut my eyes and I was like, you know what? This is great, Sean. Let's talk about that because it's better than my personal life. So she starts talking about this. Apparently the guy that's in there is a Mormon. And she starts telling him, she's like, I didn't know you were a Mormon. So I'm going to start ripping him. And she starts ripping him, telling him that his religion's fake. And now he's starting to yell back at her. Like, don't say this to me. I guess they just opened up like last week. So they don't know each other and they just started working together. Oh my God. This is getting bad. So finally she's starting to cut my hair. And I said, guys, could we not talk about religion? Let's not talk about what I'm talking about. Let's not talk about this. So they're silent for like 30 seconds. And this guy goes, one time I was out, I got really drunk one night and he starts telling me how he lost his fucking nubbin. Right. So apparently he had a really bad night. He got wasted. He drove his motorcycle off a bridge and half his finger fell off. So he's telling me this story. And at this point, I'm completely checked out. And good one, jump shot, Jordan. Castellanos fly ball to left field. Yeah. And this is just a fucking nightmare for me. I can't take it anymore, Fox. We've got through the custody battles. We've gone through all that. That's just horrible. Like, I'm like, where's old, mildly racist Jew hating lady? Like, I'm dying for her to come back. I don't even like the haircut that much. Casey made faces at me today. I'm like, actually, I do like the haircut. She didn't like it, but it's okay. I think she's upstairs listening anyways. So finally, I said, guys, can we just have a little bit of, I just said, can we have silence? Because it's only me in here. So literally 30 seconds later. So I don't know if you like Donald Trump or not, but let me tell you my theory on what's been happening in America the last 4 years.
Okay.
And I'm just like, at this point, I don't even say anything. I'll just fucking listen to this lady. You know, he's been running the country the last 4 years. It's just been a puppet government. And finally, I literally, she was starting to put the razor down, and I got out of my chair and I said, listen to me. This is the worst experience I've ever had. I know you're done. I want a hair wash and I want to get the fuck out of here. And she didn't say another goddamn word the whole time. It was the worst haircut experience I've ever had in my life. And I've had bad haircuts, but this was just awful. Absolutely awful. Never going back again. Never.
I can see that. That's
a great one. Jump shot, Jordan. Castellanos fly ball to left field. That's probably what I should have said in the middle of the conversation. It was, and usually it takes like 20 minutes. It took a fucking hour. I don't want to sit in a goddamn chair for an hour. Like a 7-week-old puppy pissing everywhere. Just get me on the air with Fox Array. Let's go bet some NBA and NHL. So, anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah, I would never. Not a chance. I've ever gone back there.
I talked about the other haircut lady a lot because it really was it. She's just like old. She's had to be in her. She's in her 60s, right? Yeah. Right, Maddie. Divorce, politics, and religion. These two idiots and a nubbin. Like, he also talked about losing his finger. It was, and I don't know. I'm expecting to go to this nice old mildly racist lady that also hates Jews. So I can sit through that. I don't care if anybody says anything about my heritage. I don't give a shit. Whatever. If you got something, as long as you're not gonna like burn me or start cracking jokes or anything. She's like, well, this one guy Jewed me on a tip, and I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm Jewish. Can you stop doing this? And that was it. But the haircut's so great, I'm not gonna get out of there. Right?
Yep. Okay.
Makes sense. I was fine. It tore me apart because I really don't want to be around that type of person, but the haircut was just too good. Fox, you wouldn't know this. You don't have hair, but let me tell you something, dude. When you move somewhere, and it took me 6 years to find the right 6 years. I was going to a different haircut person every time. My hair is not even difficult to cut. 6 years. I had to go back to her, and I have no idea what happened. Maybe she's dead. Maybe she just quit. But she's not there anymore. There's 2 new people in there and a puppy, and they're fucking crazy. They're fucking crazy. And that was
all right. We get Jalen Smith.
We got Jalen Smith on.
Yeah. So Jalen Smith.
That head saying we got 5 out of Westbrook.
Yeah, the SMU game with 11 minutes ago is 70 points.
Hope she didn't give you the special shampoo afterwards. No, I got to go find a new hair now. I'm fucking furious about it.
Williams got 12 and 7.
Fox, who cuts your hair?
Me.
You just shave it off?
Yeah, I need to do it. My wife already sat there and said, by the way, your hair needs to get done.
Did you go totally bald?
I go to a half inch.
A half inch?
Yeah, but at the front, it's basically looks bald.
Yeah.
It's just it's so light in there.
Jerome, I don't know what you're saying Jesus to. Are you saying it to Sean's hair that we just cashed a bet, to my haircut story? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It was just an absolutely just scarring experience. It's unfortunate. Yeah.
Collier's they're gonna trade Jordan Clarkson. I'm just
it's easy. Maybe I should just start shaving my head. Although 50-year-olds don't usually have hair like this, but
you have hair. Don't do it. Don't shave your head if you have hair. No.
I've shaved it 2 times. I look like a monkey. My ears stick out. I had fat cheeks. Just look like a complete idiot. But yeah. Okay. Where are we on LaMelo Ball? What do we need? He's got 16, 4, and 4 right now.
We need 8 on the assist.
We need 8 more assists.
No, we need 4 more assists.
4 more assists. We need 4 more assists. Let's see how our boy Austin Reeves is doing early in this game. Austin Reeves has 4 assists, and Sean Fox said, hey, let's bet him over 6.5 assists. That game is in the first quarter, so we're looking good there.
Yes.
I like it.
We are looking good there. Collier started. He came right out, took 2 shots, which is what I like to see. He's got up to 6 points. He's got 8 assists. So he continues to hit his assist every single game, and now he's going after the points. So
if anybody's in the Denver area and you have a good barber, I will drive within an hour to get my fucking haircut at a good place. An hour. Because I'm never going back to that place again.
We need 3 more rebounds from Mark Williams. He's got 14 and 7.
Yeah.
Like I said, Taj Gibson's the only guy playing there, so he's getting the full complement of minutes now for the former number 1 pick. So that's going well. We'll see if Minnesota can actually show a little bit of gusto here. Edwards has got two threes already. Reed's got 5 points, so we're fine. And I'd like
you're done. Yeah, I told you we'd get you out of here early tonight, so. We're going to wrap it up here in just a couple of minutes, Fox. I want you to go through your spiel, but let me say my spiel first, and then we'll be done after you finish it up. We've got Ja versus Wemby. I didn't know, Maddie, I didn't know you're such an NBA guy. Fascinating. Anyways, here's the deal. You guys are watching us. You know us. If you're new to us, hello. Just hit the like button. How many we got, Maddie? It's probably stupid. Probably don't have enough, but hit the like button. It doesn't take you a lot. Second of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel, please. Nuke the House on YouTube. Subscribe to that. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if you're really not that familiar with what we do, you don't have to watch these shows to get our bets. The interesting thing about this place is we give you real-time in-game betting notifications right to your phone. So you get a plan, you pick a plan with us. We got 100 likes. No, that's 100 views. I need 100 likes. There's no way. So, we send the picks right to your phone, so you don't have to watch these shows if you don't have time. We get it. Some of you have lives. Others of you don't, and you're with us all the time. We absolutely love you. Some of you don't have time, though. So if you want to join us, get real-time in-game betting notifications, get pre-flop picks, get the best live bettors in the world. All our picks are tracked. It is factual. NukeTheHouse.com. Click subscribe. NukeTheHouse.com, click subscribe, $59.99 a month. Or you can also use the code Nuke the Playoffs for a 1-week free trial. 1 week free trial. I am holding an Oilers moneyline ticket, so we're tied heading into the third, Mel. What are you pumping your fist for there, Foxy? What'd we get?
We haven't got it yet, but Collier just hit a 3, so he's got 9 points in the third quarter. So we need 1 point now for the rest of the game.
Let's go.
And then we can start hitting those ladders. So we're going to have a really good chance to get to what I wanted to get to.
Good. And thank you, Gary, for making sure that I knew that. That was wonderful. 16 likes. That's weak, guys. That's really weak. Get it up. Let's go. Stop messing around. All right, here's the deal. Me and Zargo, we're going to do an NHL show tomorrow night, and we're going to talk a lot of NFL too. So we're going to do an NHL live betting show. We're going to start at 8 Eastern. And we'll get through whatever set of games we get there. So NHL betting show. If anybody out there wants to throw some NBA plays, college basketball plays, whatever you want in the chat, BS with us, we'll be happy to do it. But it'll be our new show, NHL show. Just Thursday night. That's about it. Yes, Fathead. You get what? You get the like button? Hit it. I'm still baffled that Y2J and Yeg just subscribed to the channel. Fascinating to me. All right, so we're gonna hit that ladder.
Have you talked to them about it?
It's not, but we got 100 and something on X right now, Fathead. So 23 on YouTube, but 100 and something on X. So they should be getting over here and taking care of this. Fire NHL card tomorrow. All right, Mel. You want a link to come on the show, Mel? Huh? Want a link to come on the show? All right, we'll figure out exactly how we did. We'll throw it in the chat. Again, there's just so many bets out there. Let me see how many bets you made tonight. Oh boy. 1,
toned it down tonight, too.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 21, 23, 24, 25, 29, 30 plays tonight. What do you mean you toned it down?
I thought there's a lot more games than traditionally.
Okay. All right, boys. Hope you enjoyed the show tonight. Be back tomorrow, 8 o'clock Eastern. Little NHL action. Thanks for pushing through, Foxy. I know you're on your last legs there, and I appreciate you hanging out with us this evening, and we will continue to nuke the house.